How's everybody doing? I, of course, am Nick Way. I'm joined by Rad.
I thought that was an apple.
No, it's a little bomb. It's a little bomb.
It's not even the right game, man.
It's from League, which is why I've got it, because we can,
Not
like,
even the right game.
it's a stress ball for when something goes wrong. Behind me is John. You can see him in the corner with his arms folded. And just off camera is the beautiful Pete. Pete, say hi. Hello! Where have you been all week? In America. In America.
I've been just outside the door, and it's a weird perspective to be experiencing Pocket from the outside of the door.
Yeah.
Because I just hear, and I look at the back of the door, and it's that beautiful oil painting of you, like,
And so...
it's terrifying.
Hi,
Good
everyone.
episode. Yeah! Get it.
No, they're being good. I haven't watched today's.
No, it's a good one. It's good, mate. How's everybody doing? I see you undead priests. I see you ripples. I see you ready sets.
What's happening?
I don't know how you feel about this. I want MVP to win so that we can get to OG versus Navi.
I think that'll be a much better game.
Yeah.
People be in America from Friday. He flies out Friday.
Yeah.
Is there an echo? I don't know. You'll have to tell us.
I don't think there's an echo.
Hey, Kira.
Yes, so, Kira, Jacob, Travesty, Pseudonym, Tom, Mahathi, Aponko, Bishop, Caleb's, Riboto, wait, Ribioto, or whatever your name is, you were on the Pocket, you were on the Hearthstone thing yesterday, and I was like, I don't know who you are. Well, thanks for coming. Today we are looking at Dota, and the way that we are going to be looking at Dota
not just
is...
any Dota.
Not just any Dota, Manila Majors. And because we were very excited that the Manila Majors are on, and kind of didn't have anything good to stream, and so we went, well, let's look at this. This feels like a good idea.
This is good to stream. There's
We've
what
got-
nothing good to stream. This
We've
is
got
like
3 people on the Pocket team, plus the Pocket ringer, Radley, who are...
Pocket ringer.
Yeah, like, you come in, you're part of Pocket, like, quite a bit. Like, you...
What's a ringer?
A ringer is someone you bring in when you want, like, when you need someone. No, it's a ringer.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
A ringer's
never heard this
like
phrase.
you're not officially part of the team,
Yeah. We
know
but like, yeah, Pete and I know. But
was so
but it's like,
kitschy.
what am I trying to say? Not officially part of the team, but like
Yeah.
part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sub, but not
Like a sub. Yeah,
Like-
you're on the Pocket bench,
Like a Dota 2 stand-in?
like a Dota 2 stand-in,
But
like a Pocket stand. Yeah.
stand in the pocket.
The point is,
Get inside the pocket.
the point is, Rad's. And we got John. Yeah, and so since we're all Dota fans, we thought that it'd be cool to just watch this because we actually really wanted to watch it as well. So we realised this might not be for everybody. If it's not for you, we'll see you on Thursday. If it
But
is for
we're
you,
for everybody.
but we're for everybody. But even we may not be for everybody while we're
No,
watching Dota because we
I
might
think
get
that
really.
we are.
You think we are? Okay, cool. And if this isn't for you, yeah, we'll see you Thursday. But if this is for you, how exciting is the middle
I
minute?
can moderate the chat from here.
Yeah. Yeah. So watch
Don't
it.
test me.
So watch it. Because
Hi, Phil.
Ready Set loves watching Dota. Could you turn the offish commentary down a little bit? Offish? Oh, a fish commentary down a little bit. We can turn that down a little. We can turn the game down a little bit.
Sooner or later,
Like, we can't just turn down the commentators, we've got to turn down everything.
We can, but we'd have. Oh no, we can't.
Yeah.
Because we're not using client.
No. We were going to stream in client, but we decided to stream off Twitch because it has all the fancy
In-game.
in-game things. Except for the fact I don't like the logo,
I
the orange
like it.
logo. No, look how it's off. It's partly off
It's
the
jaunty.
the thing.
Designer.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Off kilter.
So currently, I don't know about how you stand, but wait. You want the same thing as me. You want MVP to win this,
Yes.
so that we can get
Purely
to.
so that we can move on to the next game.
Yeah, because I am a big Navi fanboy. That was the first team that I was ever into
For
esports
Dota?
wise. Well, yeah, for Dota, but also for esports because I didn't watch any other esport.
Right.
Dota was the first one I really got into.
Right.
Navi was my first Dota team, and they're back
Back
in a
they
big
have been
way.
playing
Out
the
of their
amazing-
minds.
Quite the amazing Dota.
A 91-minute game a couple of days ago.
Oh man.
And they lost every scrim before that day.
And
They sucked so hard.
All of their games, they've kind of stopped doing those like really off-kilter plays.
They just
They're
do the
playing a little bit-
ballsy, like,
Yeah.
dandy
But they're
TPs
still
into the
ballsy,
other
yeah.
team's fountain sort of situation.
Hi B-Mac.
Darth Breeder
Hi.
can't watch Thursday. They will be archived
Hi,
on the YouTube
8BitBot.
channel, Mr. Bree.
Hi
Hey, Scott
Scott.
D.
My eyes aren't as good as Nick's. so I'm having like the slightest amount of trouble reading the chat.
That's okay. I have great eyes, and I just have a mouth that can't pronounce anything.
That's great.
Those are
I think
giant
I
words.
can read it, but I kind of have to like read it slowly. I don't know.
It's good.
I don't know. When it's like there, I can read it really quick. And I'm just like,
So we should briefly talk about what's happening for those of you who don't understand what's happening with Dota. The people with the green above their names are Team Liquid, so they're the ones coming up from the bottom left of the screen. The ones with red above their names, the ones with the red health bar, that is MVP. They're coming from the top right. The idea is to take out the opposing team's fountain.
what's happening, Pete?
John's just aggressively sitting behind you and he's cut off at the
Yeah, he looks like a bodyguard. Can you lower your chair?
No, it is as low as it goes.
Well, this is how it
This
goes.
is how it. No, what's
You're
that?
getting reframed.
Oh, now everyone can see you smile. You weren't actually angry at all.
No, I don't
You
want
weren't
to
angry at all.
So pasty.
I like how
Not anymore.
Pete's like, he's got other stuff to do, but he still comes along and he's just like tweaking, and he's
Just-
like, now it's
I'm a
nice.
fiddler.
Just
Now
let
it's
it go.
nice.
Was it Fix Up? Ringer. Was it Ringer?
Ringer. That's better than Fiddler.
It's a totally ring.
The objective of the game is to defeat the other team's fountain, which is the big thing at either end, the top right and the bottom left of the map. When you destroy that thing, you win the game, no matter what else has happened. Liquid are currently on 18 kills. MVP are on 31 kills. You would think that more kills is better, and a lot of the time it is, but Dota is also an
It's
objective
about
game.
objective gaming.
And Liquid currently have down 2 of the 3 sets of like towers that protect the fountain. So if you look up the top right of the map, you see the sort of red dots. The big clump in the middle, that's the fountain. And then all the other ones are like protective stuff around it. You destroy those, you get super powered creeps that can go into the base and destroy more of their base. So
You'll pick it up as we go. Don't
you'll
worry.
get it. You'll get it.
You'll
And if you're watching this and you like it, you're fine.
Yeah, and a lot of the fun of watching this when you don't really know what's going on is just the colors and the fights,
It's
because
the particle effects.
yes,
Yeah.
because no matter what your like knowledge of Dota background is, you always understand melting health bars.
Yeah. And you are John. If you are that person, you are John. What are we like?
What's this? People that are new to it.
7 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, August last year.
This is how you got into Dota. Was the international.
That's right.
Very exciting.
It was good. Man, Forev is playing the game of his life. And he's about to die. How's that for commentators?
I don't know. Does he have blame out? No, he's
He was playing so well.
it's down for 114 though.
Melting Bone said that's my new gamer tag, melting health bars.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Just play Necro with Radiance.
Travis T. James says more objectives is good because it means more money to spend on upgrades. Am I getting this right? Yes, you do get gold for taking down towers, but you get the objectives are better because it means that you're keeping the pressure on the other team. So there are 3 lanes. There's one that goes from the bottom left up to the top left, and then to the top right. So up like that.
Like a
Then there's
square.
one that goes diagonally in the middle, and then one bottom left up. And they each one has towers along there that stop the creep wave from your side going to the other side. And when you start taking down those towers, then the creeps start going further and further up, which means that you can't leave your base for too long, or the little minion creepy things will be attacking your base when you're not there and will eventually take it down.
And Beth, yeah, there's a not a spectator. One of the broadcast commentator guys is basically moving around the map.
Yeah.
And he's controlling the camera and just calling it as he sees it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
This is so exciting for me because, introducing something that I love to new people.
It's
It's just-
I get that as well, but I find it's very hard because
It's a lot to
because you
explain.
want them to love it as much as you do
Yeah.
straight away, and I hear myself going, okay, so even saying bottom left to top left and then to top right, I was like, it's already too much information. If someone was telling me
Yeah.
that, I'd be like, shut up.
Rad, somebody wants to know where your pocket beard is. You don't have one.
Don't have one.
Butt beard confirmed.
Butt beard.
The Penelope.com wants to know how many games of Dota do you all play a day?
When I'm being bad, as in playing probably too much, literally between 4 to 7 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind that they're very long games, and that causes me to not sleep a lot. But when I'm being good, I'll only play maybe like 2 games a night.
Yeah, I go like 1 or 2 games a night, most of the time. I haven't played in like a week or so because I've been watching this instead.
Yeah.
I also have a Hearthstone addiction I need to feed as well. But on the weekends, I'm the same. I might play 7 games, 8 games.
Sometimes,
Like I'll do a 9 to 9 session.
Yeah.
Where I don't see
Easily.
anybody that I love.
Easily. I didn't
Oh, they're
sleep
going
on.
it.
Oh, dang it! I didn't
on, Axe.
sleep on Saturday night. I just couldn't fall asleep. I was up till 6 a.m. and I played Dota from like
MVP, do it.
midnight to about 4 a.m.
So the green floating things on the screen at the moment, that's Death Prophet, is the one with the green hair and the sort of flowy purple dress. That's her ultimate ability. So these are basically spirits that come out of her and they damage everyone who gets touched by them on the other team.
And then when they're done, they come back to her and give her health.
And they're all fleeing from her ghosts, which chase them. Sorry.
Someone asked a good question, but I can't see it.
We can scroll up. Did you play any competitive PvP games before Dota?
Could be it. This
Not
could be
really.
GG.
They got buyback, but if they get wrecked on buyback, then they're done.
No, I don't see it anymore.
I didn't really play any PvP games before Dota.
Oh, does it cut into your other gaming? Was the question.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I haven't touched a Dark Souls in like a couple weeks now, and I'm
Yeah.
so screwed when I go back.
It's the same. This and Hearthstone. I was thinking about it last night because I was playing a bit of The Witcher, and I realized that having these games that you can never finish, like because it's just a
Yeah.
new game every time.
Yeah.
It eats into so much other game time,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
there's a part of it where I go, I had fun, but also I feel like I didn't accomplish anything because
Yeah.
you're just always being reset, other than getting a bit better.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I
red
don't
jumps.
care.
So last hitting means getting the last hit on a creep.
So that's when the little
And thus killing it. Being
yeah,
the one
and
that
you get
kills
the
it.
money.
You get the money and you get more experience out of it.
So
That's how you achieve it.
yeah, so you want to get
See all those little coins coming up? He's getting the last hits. He gets money.
correct.
Dollar
Correctamundo.
bills.
Money equals items. Items equals pain. Pain equals win.
Hey, John Moore.
The other thing that happened before, which may happen again, is when you die, you get you have the option to buy back. So the buyback gets more expensive as the game goes on, but you basically spend a chunk of your gold and you get to come back straight away. And then when you do that, it's on cooldown for 5 minutes?
The cooldown changes.
Yeah, right, the cooldown goes up as well.
Yeah.
And so 2 characters bought back in that last fight to defend, but then if they die again, then they cannot buy back for a few minutes, and that
Gotta
is
use buybacks
generally
carefully.
a bad situation.
Luke, my day has been pretty good. Bit busy, but also good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, down.
2 on trade.
Plus they got a gyro, so that helps as compared to
Wait,
just
who's
the
playing the
bench.
game? 2 pro teams, Liquid, who are green, versus MVP, who are red.
So MVP have a character called Axe, who is the one swinging around that giant thing in the middle of the screen right now
And destroying everyone.
and destroying everyone.
With the red cape.
There we go. There we go.
Oh!
There we go.
That's it.
There's a buyback.
That's-
So Gyro
That's
and
gay,
Nature's
you
Prophet
can't.
and Death Prophet all just bought
haven't
back.
got any
My
racks
hair
yet, though, right?
is... which way do I have to turn? My hair is all faded out right now, but I'm going to dye it again probably Wednesday night, because I think that's the only night that I'm home. Yeah, just see what happens. Feeling better today. I'm much better than I was last week.
Yeah, you were poorly.
I was very poorly. And I had a coughing fit yesterday where I threw up in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh God.
that was pretty gross.
Someone said, who said too much on screen to follow? Undead Priest, too much to follow. If you just want the shorthand, up the top you see underneath the character portraits, there's green and red, so those are their health bars. So just watch the health bars go down. That way, and then that equates to what's happening on screen. It's difficult to follow if you don't know what they're actually doing, but that's how you could roughly tell what's going on in the fight.
Holly said that our stream is missing a whiteboard.
That's true.
It is true.
And then all of us getting fired after the first day.
After we swear and make masturbation jokes.
That axe. The little spiky thing that he had
Savage.
sticking out of him there is called Blade Mail, so it means that it's an item that he bought, and when you activate it, all the damage that gets sent towards you you take, but then it also gets returned to the person who delivered it. So when you hit him, you actually get the damage you gave him back on you, which is why he just becomes so tanky. Plus, in the last patch, did you see the change to Blade Mail?
No.
It's not the damage you receive; it's the damage that is cast on you. So even if you
max
block it with
armor,
armor
yeah.
and stuff, they still get back the
That's
damage
so
that they gave you.
cheeky.
Yeah,
That's
which
so
is why
cheeky.
Axe with Blade Mail is just so huge right now.
Right.
Trees do look delicious, says John. Well, says I, agreeing with John.
Katie Cookie, not sure on the next Pocket Abbey. Probably after E3, maybe?
Yeah, I reckon.
It's just a bit hectic.
Yeah,
Everybody's really busy, and Pocket Abbey's good when we can get
a few people
people
in.
from the team
Yeah.
on.
What is everyone's main in Dota?
I like to play support characters. I like feeling everyone's useful, but I'm like even personality-wise, I'm just not the kind of person that like dives in
Yeah.
and does everything, like draws focus, even though you think I would be, but like in real life, I'm not
Yeah.
that sort of like hugely aggressive kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
So I play support characters a lot. I love Witch Doctor. I love Lion. I like Ogre Magi. Sorry.
I've still never played Ogre Mage,
You'd love him because he's so tanky. You
Yeah,
can just go in
okay.
there and really mess shit up.
but I'm not a support player.
No, and so you would die a lot.
Yeah.
Because you would go in there thinking you have the
yeah.
damage, and you don't have the damage.
I naturally am super aggressive in game.
Yeah.
I jump into fights that I shouldn't.
All the time.
He's played with me, he knows.
Oh.
I always think that I can take the fight. And
Half the time you're right.
half the time, I'd say more than half
But
the time.
also, there's part of you that likes playing characters like Huskar
That thrives on jumping.
thrive on, just
Yeah.
like, alright, we're doing, because one of Huskar's abilities is the lower health he gets, the faster he attacks, and
Yeah.
the harder he hits.
Yeah.
So you go, alright, well, I'm just going to take
Yeah.
this fight, and
Let's just see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And I love that. So I really like playing Huskar. I really like Night Stalker as well. He's a similar kind of hero and playstyle that he thrives off chasing people down and kind of being in places he shouldn't.
Yeah.
I also quite like Drow and Sniper, who are both kind of more glass cannons.
Yep. I realized when I did the compendium challenge to get my Wind Ranger skin. There's a compendium out which gives you like a bunch of challenges that you can complete and get extra items and stuff. I forgot how much I love Wind Ranger. I love her so
really
much,
great, yeah.
and I did a duo lane. It was me and Drow, and we smashed. And I didn't expect we would smash.
Yeah.
Because we were both very, very
Squishy,
squishy,
yeah.
at the beginning. But it was
But I
great.
guess with Power Shot, Precision Aura, Shackle, Wind Run,
Silence.
the silence, like you've got enough to keep distance
Yeah,
on people.
exactly, yeah, it was great.
And there's nothing like being in a lane against a Wind Ranger and like her rage just
Yeah.
picking you off. You're like, stop it!
What about you?
What?
Characters you like?
Jeez, man.
Slaughter?
Slaughter, Sand King.
Lich?
No, not really Lich.
No? I thought you played a bit of Lich.
I like Witch Doctor, actually.
Yes.
And Lion.
He's the best.
I like Lion.
Witch Doctor is the best character in the game.
It's a bit cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very
Undisputed.
versatile.
Here's why for me he's the best. Because he has a good stun with the
Yeah.
cask, so he can disable characters. He has a super strong heal that is strong the whole game. It is strong from the moment you get it to end game. You can heal
Yeah.
people up in a heartbeat.
Yep.
He's got Maledict, which people
Which
underestimate.
does a shitload of
Does a
damage.
huge amount of damage, particularly in team fights, and then Death Ward, which is just massive.
Yeah.
And you can just transition him from a support into a carry. Oh, and he has a great voice, very fine.
Yeah, he does.
Which
have
that sounded way more Indian than sort of like
That's like the
Mediterranean.
racist version of Witch Doctor,
Yeah.
but Witch Doctor is just cool.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but it's fine.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
the
not
voice
calling you
again.
racist.
No, I know,
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
It's just the bad accent version, so it makes it sound.
It makes it feel very, very uncomfortable for people to listen to.
Witch Doctor's cool. Witch Doctor with Args as well. It's like
Yeah, beast. So this is good for us. This means that Phoenix are pushing hard. When they take out these two buildings that they're attacking here, this lane, that is the barracks for this lane. So then this lane, the lane that loses those barracks, the other team then gets super strong creeps that can hit way, way harder and become a very big problem for them.
I can't believe Liquid are in this position.
After...
Yeah, Liquid were kind of pegged to take the cake.
And that was almost half an hour ago.
Yeah, they took that first one.
Yes,
yeah.
there is a support character that's literally a ball of light. Its name is Io.
Yeah.
Or Wisp. And he's a cool little guy.
He's very...
Yes,
he's
this
like
is a stream
super
within
hard
a
to
stream,
play.
Jackie. Welcome. Welcome to the future.
He's super hard to play, but he's so good.
I'm so shit.
Yeah, I never play with any... I think I've played maybe 2 games with him in my match, full
Yeah.
stop. Because
Right.
it's such a... I feel like it's such a niche character.
Yeah, I
but
feel...
you see
yeah.
it in pro games all the time.
I'm not very good at it.
A fishy fan, we are rooting for MVP just so they win, just so we can get on to Na'Vi versus OG. OG won the Frankfurt major. They're a super cool, scrappy little team. Na'Vi are
Ooh,
back.
that's
They
a
were giants in the scene, and then they went through a very bad phase, and they are smashing at this tournament. That is a very exciting game for us. I got skin in the game. I got skin in the game with that one.
What does that mean?
Skin in the game. Like, I care for one side.
You're invested.
I'm invested.
I've never heard I've got skin in the game.
What? Skin in the game is
ringer, now skin in.
Skin in the game is absolutely a saying. The chat will back me up.
We'll wait.
I've followed sport my whole life.
Skin in the
Hey,
game.
I've
confused.
never heard that.
Skin
Ever.
in the game.
Hi,
No.
D.
Good
lord.
Finch.
I've never heard that.
Navi did have that documentary made. Yeah, that was the Dota doco.
I feel like you're being Inglourious Bastards, guy.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Here we
MVP
go.
is not
Second
Aussie.
racks.
I think MVP might be Korean.
Never heard of it, Nico.
They're not.
Nick
on.
making stuff up now.
No,
it's
I'm
not.
with
Nick.
John.
Nah,
No,
I'm
never
with-
heard of it.
Never heard
No,
of it.
is that
I'm
a
with
thing?
John.
Never heard of it. Nick's such a
Mate.
liar. Never heard of it. Not heard that one. Don't think so. Nope.
Skin
What are you talking about,
in
Nick?
the game.
I don't know what sport you've been watching that has skin in the game. I mean, and
Skin in the game. Phrase. Wikipedia. To have skin in the game is to have incurred monetary risk.
We're going off Wikipedia.
achieving a goal.
Like, you could have made that just now.
Yeah. Oh, here
That's
we
how
go.
Wikipedia works. You could have made that just
Skin in the game.
Axe is going
now. Oh,
off.
this is going to be it.
This is it.
Oh my
Get that
God.
battle view out of the way.
Oh. We are zoomed out here. Axe goes down.
Chat wrecks Nick, and yet Nick wrecks everybody because I'm right.
That's what you were typing on that iPad earlier.
Yeah, I was making that Wikipedia page.
That's true. You knew you were going to drop skin in the game, and you're like, I got to be ready.
I can't believe you've never heard that phrase.
Never.
Skin in the... You're a gambler.
Yeah, never heard
Yeah,
it.
interesting. Well, now you can use it.
I've heard.
I'm not going to use it. It sounds horrible.
It's a great phrase.
It's terrible. Oh, they're going UIless. This is the new meta.
I've heard like give me some skin, like give me a high five.
So yeah, so skin in the game is basically saying like you have like you've put money on the game or like you have an investment.
Where's the skin?
I'm not sure. Maybe that's. I don't know. I don't know where the phrase actually came from. Look it up. How about
just
look
did.
I did, but I don't want to constantly. I don't want to feel like I constantly have to prove myself.
But you do.
This is amazing fights. Amazing.
I like the zoomed out view.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh man.
This is it. This is it.
Oh,
Mega
that's
creeps.
it.
That's it.
There we go.
So now they have mega creeps
Oh, no.
once
Not
they
yet, not yet.
destroy this one,
Oh, look at that slider.
which is like all 3 rows get super huge creeps, and it's
Go slider, go son.
Slaughter with
nearly
the heart.
impossible to come back.
Oh.
Look at
It's a
base
base
race.
race!
Oh my
It's a base
goodness!
race!
Oh my gosh. He can't.
Oh,
he can't.
he's fine.
He can't
He's
by
fine.
himself. He
We're
can't by
fine.
himself.
We're fine. Oh,
You can't
you
1v1
nearly
that in
screwed
America.
us so hard, Liquid. Sorry, we're just live streaming it.
That's great. We're just doing our job.
In our own
Oh, we
office.
were here first.
Just doing that.
Yeah.
Bye, Sam.
We do this every day.
Oh, that was huge. That was huge.
The map
They're
look-
actually back.
The map
They
looks
didn't get it.
different because this is a different like skin of the map. It's one of the new ones with this compendium. So it's the same map.
It's the
More or
same
less, but
layout.
it's
It's just a different
skin.
skin. But it sucks because it's.
they got megas, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got megas.
But it sucks because I haven't got it yet, so it's hard to tell where everything is.
I've watched enough now that I can kind of
Yeah.
But
80% tell.
Liquid don't have megas, do they?
No.
I'm nervous to be excited now.
Don't let those people make you scared. This is it. They can't come
Nah,
back.
it's got to be over.
That's it.
Come on,
Axe is
oh,
running
guys,
in. Axe is
are you
smarter.
serious?
in the
Just
That's-
tanking that fountain.
That's just rude.
Take that ancient down.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
Nice.
That's GG.
Amazing. I
Really
cannot
worked.
believe.
That's it.
I cannot. They held out for half an hour.
Amazing game.
Amazing.
That was amazing.
Boom. By the way, can we just take a moment for those of you who do play Dota and who watched the last major? I'm talking to people like Liam, possibly Sith Cat, you know, all these people. The production value of this one is so good. It is so good.
This is where esports needs to be
Yeah,
moving.
this is what the sort of stuff League does all the time really well.
You can't win on points now.
No.
Yeah, that was a great finish. That was tense. I kind of really hoped that Beastmaster would like get a bit more down up top there in that little base race.
I love the split screen
Yeah.
because there's been a couple of base races where they've just gone the split screen there. It's so tense.
We don't talk about the Shanghai Major.
No, that was a disaster of gaming.
last
Yeah, it
one
was
was
the
all
last one with all the controversy.
Amazing.
Jundy says the intros are so cringeworthy, which is so true. Like when they introduced the players. Did you watch the opening
Candles.
ceremony? Because
Oh.
that was epic.
Yes. All the lights and the lasers and the flips. Did Red win? Yes, Red won.
Red
so
won.
MVP was Red.
This is how we start. Red one, and then you'll learn everything from there.
I like his green on green.
Wasn't the Frankfurt the green one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one's orange. What's he doing? Recycling his shirt and tie?
So
See you, Beth. Apparently,
Oh, bye,
I
Beth.
missed it.
see ya.
Everyone's
Beth.
saying bye.
Everyone say bye, Beth.
Bye, Beth.
Bye, Beth. We love you, Beth. Thanks for hanging out. Oh,
Oh, what?
no,
It was
no,
What are you?
no,
What
no,
are you?
no, no,
Just
no.
so
No,
so into yourself.
please. Shut up, bud. Nick, can you do green on green for Pocket?
That guy legit has never played a video game in his life. I reckon you'd be surprised. He probably has.
Righty, what's his name? Reedy Yee. Righty Yee. What's green on green?
Like green on green, like green.
Oh, green on green for Pocket. I thought he meant like it was a game. Yeah, I can do green on green.
Can you do double denim? You've got.
It's technically double denim because these are
I
black
want-
denim pants.
I want the closest in shades possible.
Yeah, right. I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll pull it off. Some nice boots,
Yeah.
big hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a denim hat? Denim bucket hat.
No, I've got a felt hat.
Do you? What
I've got a hat made out of paper. But it
me more.
but it looks like fabric.
What if you sweat on it?
It's coated.
Can you please bring that in?
Sure.
Thank you.
Tom Mahathi says first Dota viewing, didn't watch Shanghai Major. Good. No one
This
should
one's
have watched
better.
that.
This one's better.
Nick has done curtain on shirt, so I think we've already transcended green on green. Great jacket. Look at these names. Look at all these names. This is why I'm not a successful Dota player. My name's Nick. At least it's
You-
spelt weirdly.
Yeah, that's true. You could change your name though
So, I was thinking about changing my name.
to.
I was having a conversation and we were like, let's change our name. And the first name I said, because I was like, oh, it's a cool sounding last name.
Oh no.
No, not bad at all. It was Valentine.
Oh.
And then
Nick
I realized
Valentine.
I can't be Nick Valentine.
Do you want to be Nick?
Because everyone will be like, why'd you call yourself after
Have
the Fallout character?
have you been playing the new Fallout DLC?
No, I've been playing The Witcher, but I
Yeah.
reinstalled Fallout because I want to play the new DLC. I haven't finished the game.
Oh really?
Where are you
No,
up to?
the Fallout.
Yeah, where are you up to?
No, I never
I'm up
finished
to
it, remember?
Fallout.
Where are you up to?
The same place I was months ago.
Which is?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's after.
Just tell me.
Mate, you're the only person in the world that hasn't.
No.
finished.
I agree
Okay,
with not
it's
spoiling it.
well, it's not really a spoiler, but it's after I completed a main quest and I walked outside and a giant ship flew.
Oh
over
my
me.
god.
Yeah.
That's not far at all.
No,
Wow.
it's like 15 hours.
No. That's like an hour.
No. 15 hours of like
Doing other stuff.
side quests. Like I put about 15 hours into the game. But my plan is to now just mainline the quest.
Yeah.
But I've been enjoying The Witcher as well.
If you do Far Harbor,
Yep.
I have heard, and
Yeah.
I'm doing, it's best to take Nick with you.
Yes, because it is
Get
the
more
case.
story.
Yeah, cool. I figured it's
But
heavily
he's
implied
he's-
because you need. Have you started playing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he's the one that gives you the thing
Yeah.
at the beginning and stuff. So.
But he's just such a shit companion, I think.
Yeah, because he's not a dog. Because the dog's the best
No,
one.
the dog's not the best
The dog
one.
is the best. How could you get rid of the dog?
No, because Automatron, I think it's the first DLC.
Yep.
You get robots.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Imagine having like an Assaultron
Yep.
as your companion.
Yep.
You just stand there and then she just goes and like shoots things with her face.
Can't cuddle it when it's cold though, can you?
Yes, you can.
No, it makes you colder.
No.
Because it's metal.
It's got lasers. It just like turns them on to medium.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit,
of
just a little
lasers.
bit, and,
Or
like-
it turns them on full blast, but it then holds it just really close to your face, and so you just get like the glow on the
And
side.
you're like, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it though.
Yeah.
See, Cameron Lewis hasn't finished it either. Good on you, Cameron. Neither's Phil Brush. Neither, I assume, is anyone else in the chat. I'm replaying The Witcher before I buy the DLC. Yeah, Liam, that's what. I never finished The Witcher. I mean, it's a bit of. Okay, so this is a perfect example, right? Perfect example. These games are huge, and I used to finish all these games.
Did
and
you?
yeah, like when I was growing up,
Yeah,
and my
sure.
early to mid 20s, I would finish it all. And then when you start full-time work and that sort of thing, then it takes over a bit. But then, particularly given this job, because I play so many games, to stick with a game for a long period of time is actually difficult because I play all these different things. I like to return to comfort games.
Yeah.
And Dota and Hearthstone are my comfort games.
Absolutely.
They're like these safe things that I go back to. So like The Witcher and Fallout, they just fall by the wayside. But I really want to finish both of them because the DLCs.
Yeah.
But they both put out these huge DLC packs that look really interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Sith Cat, I need to start The Witcher. So that's what I said because I had it on Xbox and I want to play it on PC because it's just easy
you
to
have
play
it
on
on
PC. So I bought it on PC, and when I bought it, it was half price. It's great on Steam. Beautiful, just like $25.
Family shirt.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I don't know if I'll play it. I play.
No, you can totally family share. It's
no,
just
I've already-
there's no one I'm playing. No one I'm playing the game.
I've already got your family sharing. I played a bit of Witcher 1 and I didn't vibe.
Didn't vibe with it.
No,
I
don't
mean,
like
The Witcher
combat.
one's very different than Witcher 3,
Oh,
but
yeah.
and the combat is way better, but it's
Okay.
still not. It's not great. Like the combat's not great.
I spent like 30 hours in Witcher 1 playing dice poker, and that was like my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, and you'll play Witcher 3 and spend your whole time playing Gwent,
That's
the
yeah,
card
probably.
game. There's a mod because I started modding the PC version. There's a mod for The Witcher which turns every combat encounter into a game of Gwent. So every time you fight anything, it loads up a game of Gwent, and if you win it, that's how you win the fight.
That's amazing. That
Yeah.
actually sounds really fun.
But it does mean that a 200-hour game turns into like a 4,000-hour game. Liam, how long did it take you to fast-track the main story of The Witcher? And did you ever feel like you were under-leveled? Because that's my fear in these games, that I fear missing out good content, and like The Witcher has so many side quests that are really well written and really involved. But I also worry that I'm going to just hit a point where I get stuck because I haven't done enough side stuff, and then I won't be bothered going to do the requisite amount of side. That axe is down.
A couple of people are saying Witcher 1 is completely different to 2 and 3.
Yeah, it is.
But see, I like doing things in order, so I wanted to finish 1 before because I bought 1 when 2 came out, and
Yeah.
so I wanted to jump in and finish 1 and then play 2.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen. I think I just have to let it go.
I think I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I would say just let it go because it's so.
I let Dark Souls.
It's not
let it
even.
go.
It's not even. I don't necessarily think Witcher 1 is a good game.
Okay.
I think it's a pretty mediocre game. Witcher 2 is pretty good. Witcher 3 is great. And you may as well just jump in where they've polished it the most. And it's like
But
so
then
many
don't you miss story?
The only story you need to know going in, like, totally honestly, is Geralt's a Witcher, and a Witcher is like a monster hunter.
Yeah.
They're kind of considered outcasts of society. People are scared of them, but they also don't like them. He does everything for money, so like you pay him and he kills monsters. And he's in love with 2 women. And that's kind of all you need to know going into the game. Like, it does a really good job of setting up its own story that you go, oh, his girlfriend, he's looking for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then they introduce characters in that game that are important, but they're all
And
introduced.
I've heard things through the grapevine as well.
You'll be so fun.
Sophie says she's the same. She's a completionist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched so many like hours of TV just so that I could watch one episode in like season 4 that I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Just because I needed the backstory.
Yeah. No, I
disgust myself.
I'm like that. I'm like that with everything except for games that take 250 hours.
That's true.
Because I don't even get through one of them.
That's true. Yeah. It is a very big ask.
And this, I mean, it's kind of like Fallout. Like, I know Fallout resets every time, but like, you don't need the context
Yeah.
before. Like,
That's
this,
true.
which is way more story focused, like serialized
yeah,
story.
I was
But
gonna say
but
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't play Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I played
Yeah, right.
no, I played a tiny bit of New Vegas, I think,
Yeah.
but not enough to get into it and get the story. It was kind of just wandering around the wasteland kind of stuff.
New Vegas apparently was better than Fallout 3, and I only played a little bit because I'd burned out on Fallout 3. I'd played so much
Yeah.
Fallout 3 that I was like, I'm not. It's like a year later that
Yeah.
New Vegas came out. I
It's
was like,
kinda
I'm not ready to play this again.
Fallout 4 though, I've really enjoyed.
Under the Pre says, Nick, you finished Dark Souls then. No, haven't finished Dark Souls. But you'll be happy to know it's not because I'm struggling. It's because...
You will be struggling when you go back now though.
Yeah, I will a little. It's because I actually just... What did I do? Something happened... Oh, Uncharted came out.
Yeah, right.
Uncharted came out, and something else came out before that. Old Gods. It was Whispers of the Old Gods and then Uncharted, and I just haven't gone back to it. But I am up to... I think I'm about halfway?
You're a
Am I
little bit
halfway?
further than me, aren't you?
I'm up to, yeah, the... John, where am I up to in Dark Souls? You know, the bridge?
You haven't killed the Pontiff yet, have you?
No.
That's where you're up to.
Oh!
Halfway?
I'm up to the same spot!
Yay!
You're up to Irisol.
Yeah.
So halfway?
Yeah, probably.
Yep. About halfway through.
Maybe a bit further forward.
Yeah, right. I love it. I love it.
It depends on whether you do all the
I'm halfway through mainline.
yeah.
Like, because there's all the optional bosses and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
far,
have been
the
really
optional
enjoying it.
bosses, fun.
Yeah, I think all of it.
Smoldering Lake, did the big demon dude, he was
Yep.
really fun.
I think all of it is fun, except for the... That was a terrible
What'd you
sound.
do?
I don't know what it just broke.
Oh, someone's head came off.
Oh no, was it mine?
That's that guy.
That's Badger.
Oh, pain.
Who is it? Ghost Legs. Who was the
Oh,
who was the
thanks, one little
dickhead
orange.
fight? With the Abyss Watchers. Ugh. Oh my god, I
Oh
hated
no,
that fight
that
so
one was
much.
so easy for me because I summoned in some dude that literally
Oh,
did
right.
the whole fight.
Oh.
Like, he was just boss, and I literally, like, yeah, summoned him in, and then walked into the room, hit the thing twice, and then just,
That was a
it was
disaster.
done.
That
It
was a
was, like,
disaster.
first go.
Awful, awful.
Good chat.
Yeah. Someone said that we should do a Dark Souls race.
Dark Souls.
That-
What?
Like a speed run.
Pete's done it in 2 hours
Okay,
20.
we're
I
not
think.
Peter, though. We're me
It's true.
humans.
It's true.
I'm up to. Who am I up to?
You finished it.
Yeah,
Are you
no,
in
I'm.
your game plus plus?
Yeah, so I'm up to. I just killed Eldritch
On his third run.
on the 3rd run.
Like your third full run
He
of the
went
game.
to Japan for 9 days?
Yeah.
He went to Japan for 9 days and he was like, this is where I'm up to. You have to catch up to me while I'm gone. I like just caught up almost like a couple days after you came back. And then he just like 2 days later was like, I finished the game.
Yep.
And then a couple days later he was like, oh, I finished the game again, a new game plus.
That's exactly how John talks.
And then he went,
What I do.
I wish I had the dedication, John.
It
Cave
just feels easier, actually.
Caves
Yeah.
says, I for one would love to watch Pete speedrun Dark Souls. He might upload videos of it, but Pete doesn't
I
like
think
to be on
he's-
camera.
I think he's stopped doing.
And
his
he has
speedrun.
stopped. He has stopped
He's
because
back
he's
in
back
Dota
in Dota.
again.
He's back in Dota.
He's back in
This is the problem. Pete speedrun Dark Souls 2 as well.
Yeah.
But he compares himself to like the types of people that don't have jobs and they sit at home all day and speedrun.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I'm a half hour longer than like the best times. And I'm like, dude, that's still insane. Like that's still really, really good. You should do it and upload it. And he's like, yeah, maybe when I get like a really good run, and then he just never does it.
But it's like the people who speedrun Dark Souls won't respect it, but most of the people who watch
Yeah,
Good Game will.
exactly.
Like people who aren't professional Dark Souls
Yeah, exactly.
runners will go, shit, Pete was really good at that.
He said
Yeah.
he'll only go back to Dark Souls 3 if somebody beats his speedrun time.
So are you trying to beat his speedrun time?
No.
I reckon you could. You're very good at it. You're very good at that game.
I haven't seen him play.
I'm not as good as... I'm only good at it because I've got a big, fat, tanky dude that has an amazing weapon that can just kill.
Yeah, right.
Like in New Game Plus Plus, it's quite easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But starting from scratch,
Yeah.
that's where Pete is very, very good.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
But
Plus, he
he
knows where everything is. I don't know how he
Yeah.
knows where everything
But
on the
he's
map
played.
is.
And
he's
he knows
played
like
Dark Souls
exactly
1,
how far.
Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and he watches all the
Demon
speedruns.
Souls.
Like he watches
Yeah, true.
speedruns all the time. That's what he does with his spare time. He has no life.
He also does the thing where like there's a dagger that when you attack with it you lunge forward, so he uses that to get through swamps
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
right.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. Yeah,
just all
like
that little stuff
hacks.
that
Yeah.
Sith, I am still playing Overwatch. I haven't been to bed before 1:30 since it came out.
It's killing John.
That is no lie.
It's
I
killing
am level 58, I think. But that's nothing. I've seen a level 130. I've played against a level 130 guy.
How?
I don't know. I can't comprehend how he
How?
could be that level. It's crazy.
You get more points for winning?
You get more points for being good.
Right.
It's all medal based, right?
Yeah.
The more gold medals you get, the
Yeah.
more experience you do per map.
He must be amazing.
Do
They're all
you
snipers.
can
Most of
you,
them are snipers.
can you buy levels?
No. You have to play to get them.
Hey Nick, where did all those bracelets go? Just not wearing them today. Just they didn't go with my jacket.
Where do I ask Pocket?
You send them to me. Hashtag Ask Pocket is probably the best way to get them. You can put them in the video when I ask for them, but like, it's way easier for me to check them on Twitter than it is YouTube comments. Yeah. So that's where you would do that.
Shadow Cryptic. A bunch of us play MMOs, but not at the moment. We're sort of in between MMOs, you could say.
Could you say, or like,
In
wondering
limbo.
if we'll ever be back?
Yeah, true.
I
Never
mean,
be
Legion
back.
will come out, and John and I will at least play that.
And Barjo will play
Barjo
that.
will play that. But the last MMO I was into was WildStar, and I was only into that for 80 hours or something.
Yeah.
Only 80 hours.
Like, if you think about MMO hours.
Yeah, the most enjoyable time I've had in an MMO would have to be WoW Cataclysm, and that's going back a long time. It's going back 5 years, so...
We both liked Rift.
Rift was good.
Rift was
but
great.
Just not...
Just didn't have that staying power.
Didn't
for me.
have depth.
Yeah. I liked WildStar. You didn't like WildStar. And Old Republic.
That was great.
Yep.
But it felt less MMO and more RPG. It was weird.
Yeah.
You could play that without having seen anybody else in the game, basically, and it felt like a fulfilling experience.
I did always like the
Oh,
Here
it's
we
happening.
go. Here we go.
It's
I
happening.
love. I
It's
love.
intros.
I love
Alright.
the PvP for that though.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
good. Hutball.
Stand
Hutball.
in your, stand in your little, yes, close up. Aww.
There they are. No Tail and Dendy. These tough
Dendy.
children.
These tough children.
So there's a really good doco that Valve put out a couple of years ago called Free to Play.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So good.
It's on YouTube, but you can just search it. It's all there,
It's
ready
also
to go.
in Steam, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably, but it is amazing, and it follows Dendy, the guy in that Navi team. And that I watched that after watching some of the games in the international, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. It also follows Fear from EG, who EG is one of my favorite teams. They won the international last year, but they kind of fallen apart after a few people transferred out of that team. But Fear is one of the main guys in that, and it's so sweet. Him and his mum, like he just wants to win so he can buy a house for his mum.
What are you doing here?
Samel.
Fear.
Fear.
In the free-to-play doc.
Everyone's got
Yeah.
the same bloody story. haven't
Everyone's
they?
got a mom.
Pathetic.
Going back a little bit, Pete, when are you gonna upload a Dark Souls 3 speedrun?
Oh, I'm done with it.
See?
Just talking about that.
No,
see?
that's what I said. I said
It's
that.
like, until you beat me.
Yeah, I said that you won't play it until somebody beats you.
You don't even need to. We had all this whole conversation. We know exactly what you were going to say. It was like, till someone
I-
beats
I
me,
still
I'm
held
done
on
with
to
it.
hope.
Dota, I can't compete with the people who are amazing.
Why-
And if I can't be the best, then it doesn't matter.
Why don't you want a new game plus it and plus it and plus it? And
He's
everything?
already New Game Plus.
I don't
it,
know. I
hasn't he?
just feel like I
New Game
I got
Plus
my
Plus.
I got
I'm
my
ahead.
joy out of that.
Yeah,
thought
because
it's
it
not-
is.
that's not
It's a
interesting
single
to me.
player game.
Yeah.
So it's like, you are then running exactly the same thing over and over again.
I thought Peter was dead, says Ratchet and Spank.
I was resurrected.
Liam,
Interesting.
I promise you, I will never play Guild Wars 2. Pete, you know this is true.
I
What do
liked
you mean
Guild
play it
Wars
again?
2.
You played it.
Liam's like, John, I will drag you into Guild Wars, and we both know that that will never happen.
I really liked Guild Wars.
Me
Yeah.
too.
You liked Guild Wars as well.
I hated it.
I don't know why you hated it.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you feel? Is it the art style?
Hated it.
Undead
No.
Priest, when you say
To be
Guardians
honest,
for
I
Middle
don't
Earth,
know
do you
why I
mean...
hated it so much, but every time it's
Battle
almost
for
like a
Middle Earth?
classical conditioning now. Whenever anyone says Guild Wars
Yeah.
2, I just
Which was more of a
revolt. Like my body just revolts,
sort of
I guess. It's gross.
RTS kind of game. I don't know Guardians of Middle Earth as a MOBA.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
remember
that's about,
Guardians of
sorry.
Middle Earth.
I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
That was on PS4 as well.
Oh, okay.
No, John is
Was it-
Janon's
was it a
no.
MOBA?
No.
That sounds
Janon.
so far up my alley.
It was like was the DC MOBA? Infinite
DC.
Universe,
DC.
Universe Online.
Universe. No, it wasn't DC Universe
Oh.
Online. No, it was the other one. Guys, what was the DC MOBA?
Oh,
the
MOBA.
Yeah,
I thought you said MMO.
Nobody cares.
It was
about
on
MOBA.
PS3.
because that was DC Universe Online was the MOBA.
I was
Has been
strictly
milked yet,
PC
though?
for a very long time.
I don't know.
Guys, have you milked
We
your
looked at it
cats?
on the show. Infinite Crisis.
Yeah. Okay.
It was Infinite Crisis. Just
Yeah, now it's coming in. Infinite
Things.
Crisis right there.
there you go, right there.
Injustice. No, but there is potentially a sequel to Injustice coming out, which I'm excited about. Because that was cool. That was a good fighting game. I don't really like fighting games because they're like
Thanks, Boggle.
bagels. I don't know. I just don't get. I don't like the macho-ness of them
Of what?
of fighting games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They've got like an attitude to them that doesn't gel with me.
yeah.
But I quite liked.
Really? But you have an attitude.
I don't have a macho attitude.
No. He has a snide little attitude.
Yeah.
That little rat mouth.
I know exactly what you mean. Like there's a
Just
whole
remember
Nice.
you're only acquaintances.
there's a whole
It's also probably my favorite superhero game because I'm not a big fan of superheroes and comics and stuff like that.
which game?
The fighting I lost it already. What was it called?
Mortal Kombat versus
Uh,
DC Universe?
Injustice. God
Oh,
Among Us.
Injustice. Yeah. That was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's And it does, and it takes it's true. It takes some of the macho-ness out of it
Yeah.
because they're these sort of
It's
like
a bit camp.
yeah, it's a bit camp. They're these sort of superpowered beings doing it,
Yeah.
as opposed to it's like Street Fighter, and there are some weird sort of creatures in Street Fighter. But a lot of Street Fighter is just like I can punch harder than you.
And I think like I don't know superheroes on a deep level.
Yeah.
And because they're all presented as vignettes of the characters,
Yeah.
it's like Superman jumps up and does his laser eyes and says some lame catchphrase, and I'm like, yeah, that's a Superman I know because
Yeah.
I don't know Superman.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm familiar with it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That
And
makes
it
sense.
was NetherRealm, so you know,
Good
great
stuff.
like finesse to the combat.
What's
and
all
stuff.
this Overwatch talk?
Mm.
Is Barjo spouting
Jack
Overwatch?
Reynolds, we
He
are
must be.
working. This is work.
I'm gonna go.
Hi,
Cool.
Petey.
Have fun.
Do you want a cold piece of pizza?
You've asked me that many times.
Have I?
Do you want a nub of garlic bread? He'll have the nub later.
No, I want the nub.
Pete loves the nub.
I want the nub.
It sounds dirty and it doesn't mean anything.
But it's just garlic bread, bro.
Hey Nick, are you going to
Just
do a
the
live
shit.
stream of Eve? As I was like to know if I'm interested in it. Okay,
Oh wow.
a fishy fan. You have on your desk.
Oh yeah.
What is that? There's a
It's
book.
a
There's an
it's
Eve
a
book.
like it's almost a academic I don't know whether it's one person's writing or if it's a compilation. I think it's a compilation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an academic journal on
collection of essays or
writings.
something,
Yeah. Writings about EVE Online.
and about the mechanics or sort of.
I've
the...
only read the first like 4 or 5 pages.
Right. Okay. Did you buy this or?
No, where did it come from? Where does it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Elliot, I think.
Right. Okay.
Got it through
I
something.
might steal it from you and
Yeah,
read a
yeah,
chapter
no, go for
tomorrow
it.
or something.
Go for it. Because I started reading it and I was like, oh, Nick would love this. And then I was gonna finish it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to put it in my bag because I didn't want to like wreck it.
Yeah.
And then I just said it.
Yeah, I really do want to get into EVE Online. Like I keep saying, but it's such a time commitment, and I really do need a buddy to play with, and I've had some very lovely people offer to teach me, and I do want to take them up on that. The only problem is, like, just coordinating schedules and stuff, like, is...
Yeah. It's
But, like,
dense
that's...
too.
Yeah, it's dense.
And you hear people talk about it and the amount of time it takes just to be able to do anything fun
Yeah.
in the game as well. Like, that's...
Nognaut says, "Hey Nick, what are your thoughts on the new online card games, the Elder Scrolls, Fable, and RuneScape ones?" I think it's interesting. Like they're entering into a pretty dense space right now. I'm the Fable one. Yeah, the Fable one could be cool. I feel like there's a bit too much going on the board, and I don't know how big a draw the Fable universe is when it's not an RPG. The RuneScape one looks probably the best to me just because it looks the most different than something like Hearthstone or Magic. The Elder Scrolls one I'm so uninterested in. That looks so boring to me. Visually it looks really dull. Mechanically it doesn't look exciting. Nothing about that gets me excited to play it. It feels so dry. For me it's Hearthstone or Duelist. I feel like Duelist has a good twist on what this sort of card game genre. It's just such a dense space to get into. It's kind of like team-based shooters at the moment where, you know, if you're not Overwatch, then pretty much the rule in video games is if you're not made by Blizzard...
If you're not Overwatch...
If you're not made by Blizzard, don't make a game that competes in the same space as Blizzard. Don't make a team-based shooter if Overwatch exists. Don't make a card game if Hearthstone exists. Don't make a MOBA
like,
if WoW
stuff
exists.
If you mean HOTS. But, like, stuff existed before Blizzard did their version. And like you
HOTS, I am deliberately avoiding HOTS because
yeah no,
that's true.
but you played some HOTS.
No, I'm saying I like it, but like Dota's a better game.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think there are. I don't think necessarily Hearthstone is a better game than Magic the Gathering, but I far prefer to play Hearthstone than Magic the Gathering.
Because Hearthstone as a digital version is far superior than Magic the Gathering, the digital version. The Magic digital version is utter shit.
Yes.
And digital versions of card games work so well, especially now that Hearthstone's done it and you know got the formula down. But I would argue that Magic the Gathering, the physical card game, is potentially more fun. The only problem is because it's physical. You have to know the rules properly.
Yeah, the game doesn't interpret the
you.
rules for you. Yeah. Except I do think that the tapping the mana and stuff, the different kinds of mana.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't want to. I don't have skin in this game. I don't need Hearthstone to win that argument. So yeah. But in terms of digital, for sure. Nothing competes against Hearthstone.
I played quite a bit of Magic before Hearthstone came along, and then when Hearthstone came along, I was like, oh, it's like so simple in comparison. I want my other stuff and everything. And then I played a bit more, and I was like, no, actually, this is fantastic. I love it. I love just being able to play on a mobile, and it all makes sense. It's all really clear. You know what you're doing and what you can do next, so you just have to worry about your plays. Yeah. Which is really great. But I still prefer Magic.
Yeah. But in terms of those card games coming out, have you looked at any of those?
Like
the Elder Scrolls card game, the collectible one, RuneScape, or this Fable Legends one?
No, I'm not invested in those franchises. The Elder Scrolls one maybe, but...
That's the other thing that you go... there is a Gwent standalone, you just need to buy the special version of The Witcher. We have stacks of Gwent cards around here, but they don't. They should release it as a. They could release it as a standalone digital game. I think it'd do quite well. But I think you need to have for any of these kinds of games, like you said, you're not invested in the franchise as much. You need to take people away from the franchise they're currently playing, and that's really difficult. Whereas when you sort of like release something that's a relatively new idea, like when MOBAs first started coming out, I mean there was like when League started, there was barely anything.
And Dota 2 hadn't come out.
No. Dota was around, but not.
Dota was still Dota, not Dota 2.
And so League then took the mindshare. And so you look at now,
because
Dota has 1 million players online, League has 77 million players. Like, it's that sort of like, it's nuts because they took the mindshare, and I think League is a really good game. I think Dota's a better game.
Yeah.
And I actually think Dota is kind of a more accessible game because...
Don't even get me started on free-to-play models. as well.
Yeah,
in
right.
terms
Yeah.
of accessibility.
Yeah. And so, but because League came first, that's where everyone went.
Yeah.
So entering into that new space, I guess I'm saying that RuneScape and Elder Scrolls and the Fable one need to be so good at what they're doing that
They
they
need to be
take
different as
people.
well.
They need to be so good and different enough that they take people away from the one that they're already playing. Because everyone's playing a card game of some kind, even if it's Clash Royale, which is what John, I bet, is playing right now. Right now. So yeah, that's my chat.
It would be fine if Hearthstone consumed you, Liam, because it's free.
If what? Hearthstone. Yeah. Get consumed.
Do it. Jump in.
And people complain because they go like, oh, I need to buy cards. And you get enough cards.
I haven't bought any cards in Hearthstone.
And you
but,
can... They're,
I don't have skin in the game.
There you go. Well done. But you can hit Legend with a free-to-play deck. You totally can.
Well, Slacks looks nothing
What?
like I thought he would.
I like Slacks, but he's very intense.
He made some...
Do you think that the things you don't like about Slacks are the things you see in yourself?
No, because in a couple
Is he a
like
tiny
Dota,
Asian woman? Is that why you don't like him?
he is the spitting image of me.
Yeah.
No, in a couple like Dota fail videos, he makes some like very dude bro rapey comments.
So
And I'm
that
just-
is, there is definitely part of that culture. Yeah, that is one thing that, I mean, a lot of this community
And that
has,
doesn't make
which
it
is
okay,
difficult.
but he's a very public face of the community, so he should do better.
He should
in
know
my
better.
opinion.
Yeah.
You're allowed to like Slacks. I just personally don't find that he's my thing.
Yep.
That's fine too.
Also, he's such an interesting choice to have interviewing the players, because he does all the player interviews, because
Yeah.
they're all super, like, 95% of them, except for, like, No Tail and almost no one else. No Tail and Swindle Lemons, then they're all introverted, shy people.
Yeah.
And then they come up against this, like, he's
This
huge.
monster
He's
of,
this
like,
huge, wide, tall
personality.
guy, and he's such a loud personality. They just crumble underneath him.
Slacks is the guy in the suit who's currently talking. And stuff.
Pulling focus.
Yeah. With the very distinct voice.
Yeah. Get to the games. The whole Dota community has a bit of a culture problem. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, I'd extend it to most online games, but Dota is in no way immune.
I love esports. I think most of the personalities actually tend to be good. I think there's just a couple that get publicity because they're not as good.
You mean...
Him and Too Good.
Right, okay. Too Good's a very acquired taste of someone who says a lot of offensive things.
Yeah.
But there are great members of the community. I like Capitalist. Generally, Capitalist is pretty good. I love Purge. I love Malini. Malini is fantastic. I love Winter.
I love most of them actually.
Who's the other one who's always on? He's on the panels with Winter. He's
Purge.
No. Scandinavian or
Capitalist?
No.
OD Pixel.
No, not OD Pixel, but he's great as well.
Yeah.
He's the guy with he has the short cropped hair. He has like a Scandinavian or Norwegian accent. He's now managing Alliance, I think. He's managing Alliance. He's coaching Alliance. Alliance coach Manila. His name is Syndron.
Show me a pic.
I really like him, and he's a really mature personality as well.
Oh yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Cinderin.
They're not going to be
Yeah,
able to
look
see
at him.
that at all.
He's that white blown out thing.
Yeah.
You can Google it.
He's got
Yeah.
some face and hair.
Malini's the best. He's lovely as well. And like I said, Winter's really nice as well. Oh, John. Oh, I touched some thigh. Hello. He loved it.
To be fair, the LoL community, if it is in fact worse than Dota, would probably also be contributed to the fact that it's
10 times
70
bigger.
times.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Please,
more people
come on.
to be awful in one space.
Yeah.
What is all this fanfare?
The
Little biking about. Yeah, Toby one's great as well.
yeah, Toby's okay. Oh yeah, dead to me.
So action slacks, the selfie king himself.
I like Red Eye as well.
With the crowd, of course, with a fantastically passionate crowd. We've already heard them in game one. We hope you
He's a bit like stiff and awkward, but I like him.
second
Feels like a dad.
But he's like an institution.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like
his voice is the voice of big Dota competitions.
yeah, absolutely. Why does John look like a disapproving parent? Probably
It's just me. That's how I always look.
just yeah.
Because sometimes I do stuff like this.
Sometimes you do touch testicles.
Was that it? Yeah, right. I thought I hit
Wow,
the chair.
live on the stream.
That's a hard pointy testicle.
Wow.
I need an adult.
I just wish there was more than one visible woman. Yeah. And the worst part about that is every time she's on a panel, the chat goes nuts.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Oh my gosh, I've watched like a couple OPL LOL streams, so like Oceanic Pro League, League of Legends Pro streams.
Yeah.
They kill it in terms of having on-screen female like casters, commentators, all that kind of stuff. But every time they're on screen, it's just absolute filth and drivel
It's
out of the
just
chat, and
terrible.
it's pathetic.
Hopefully we reached a turning point with that with the Hearthstone tournament
Yeah,
that
that things. will-
Twitch
I
will
have
start taking
noticed.
it seriously.
I have noticed on Manila major streams that
Yeah.
a lot more people are getting
Heaps
bagged
of
and-
moderating. Yeah, good. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to have a bot installed that moderates.
Yeah.
Because
ones.
because the thing is about these people who spew this hate all the time, they're not particularly creative, and they
No.
just use the same 6 words the
Yeah,
whole
they
time.
do.
When I went home yesterday and I
Yeah.
live streamed on Hearthstone. I set up a bot because like no one who was watching was going to say anything, but I
Yeah.
went, may as well just have this just in case. I added 6 words and I went, yeah, these are pretty much all the words I can think of when they pop up. I'm offended.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think of anything else. I was like, that would take care of 90% of what's going
Yeah,
on.
absolutely. And like people do get really disgustingly creative,
But still using the
it's-
same words. It's still there's a few words that they have to put in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can be as disgusting as you want around it. If you put that word in there, no one's going to say it because
Yeah.
it gets picked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shiva would have so many mods on her stream.
Tom Mahathi, I don't think it's good enough to just say, well, that's Twitch chat. We have the cultures that we allow and that we create. So it's not good enough to just be like, oh, that's the way it is. It's like, no, change it.
Yeah, because it's that like this is not an appropriate analogy.
Yeah, and it's still, they are our communities. We dictate what we put into them and what we
Yeah.
find acceptable in them. So it's not a case of, oh, that's just the way it is and it's always been.
Yeah, and
It's-
that and while this isn't an really appropriate analogy, but it's kind of like saying with the KKK, it's like, oh, that's just people who
That's just people doing what they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like just saying it's Twitch chat is taking the responsibility off those people, and
Yeah,
that's
which
not what
they
we
don't
should do.
deserve
Yeah.
to be absolved of that.
Nick, favorite Hearthstone hero deck? At the moment, I'm playing Control Warrior, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm really learning that deck. I'm loving learning. I love the process of learning new decks, where you play 50 games with it, and the first 20 games you win a few and lose a lot, and as you start to learn it, it just gets so good. So I'm learning that, and there's a Dragon Paladin N'Zoth deck that I'm playing a lot as well.
Wait, I just want to say, Tom, I don't mean to call you out personally.
I do, Tom. You're a horrible person. No,
Be
don't mean that at all.
nice.
No,
Yeah.
we don't mean that at all.
Yeah, we're just talking in general.
Be the stream chat you want to see in the world.
100%.
Oh, Dandy! So excited!
I don't think we have any doubt who the crowd favourite are here in
Alison Lee, turn off Twitch chat for esports, or would that just mask the problem? That's the thing, right? Like, why should we have to turn off
Yeah.
Twitch chat? And by turning it off, it's not... The real problem, to go on the rant, is that it's not esports it's not even the internet. It's the idea that people disconnect themselves from other people when they're not face to face, so that they feel like they can say things that half the time they probably don't even mean because they're not in front of somebody. And so by turning that off, it's not teaching them that that's not appropriate behavior. It's just giving them a space. It's just saying you can't do that here, as opposed to you can't do that full stop.
Yeah.
And so so I feel like and it shouldn't, because Twitch chat when it works like this.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Like if this
and
could
look,
be
Adam Lopez, for example, I don't talk on the internet, but I've started to here because this is.
There you go. And so
safe
that's
space.
exactly exactly. And even if it's 100,000 people watching the majors, if the Twitch chat was flying by, you could still, if people were just talking about the games, it'd be great because you'd be
That's
picking up
community.
tips and you'd be excited and it would be And you could, and once that happens, you could start segregating the chat into like multiple channels so that it slows down a bit. So that you go, if you want to talk about the tactics, go to this one. If you want to talk about the players, go to this one or whatever.
Miscellaneous,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Semi-anonymity or whatever you want to say, it doesn't really help that much though. In iRacing, you have no anonymity, whatever the word is. You have to use your real name in everything. And trust me, those forums are just as toxic as anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's all real people just giving each other grief and
And
addresses
it's like
to
how
go bash
people are
each other up and
disgusting on
stuff. It's-
Facebook and stuff
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
It's just the idea that you can say something. You can say
And not have
something
to really deal with the consequences in a way.
and no, there's no instant reaction, so you can walk away from that experience, and it's like it didn't happen. Whereas if I said something incredibly offensive to you,
Yeah.
I would have to deal with seeing you be upset, seeing you get angry at me, you instantly having a response, and that changes. And there's also just an emotional change when you're around
and
people.
there's more empathy there as well.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
Yeah, you don't like.
And the problem is when you cut off from the empathy, when you cut off from the reaction, it becomes easier to stop empathizing and being like, well, actually, I don't care what your reaction is.
Yeah.
You can say what, like, you can be upset, and I don't care,
Yeah.
and that's not good either. So, yeah.
Surely you love these mind games.
Yeah, it's
Little
awful.
rant over. Someone's been asking, I've missed it, who our picks for the major is. Yours more or less Wings?
Yeah, I think Wings might take it. Newbie could take it as well. I would love to see Navi go the distance,
Yeah.
but I think Wings have a really good shot.
I don't necessarily think they'll win, but I really want to see Digital Chaos do well.
They are doing.
And
well.
they are doing
They're
well.
doing great.
So I'm happy.
OG.
Yeah.
Always OG.
John's a
Yep.
sentimental man.
I'd love to see OG do well as well. Yeah.
I'm a big No-Tail fan. And Miracle. And Moon Meander. And Creative Fly. They're all just
You're like,
good. What can I say?
They're my
all good.
babies.
They're like a fun group of people.
Yeah.
They're scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
But they're like, they won me over at Frankfurt when the team called GG. And they were like, yeah, cool, GG. And then just stormed their fountain. That was amazing.
Like ran in to where they start getting instantly just super hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just all ran in there and destroyed the team in the 10 seconds they had after the GG was called. And it was just such a good show of dominance and
Good
And, like,
show of
mental-
dominance.
of dominance and
Mental-
aggression. Yeah,
yeah.
and it totally screwed him for the next game. Because the next game OG just crushed them. I can't remember who it was, but it was awesome.
Oh, first technical fail.
Oh,
Did
good.
Like half a second of no vision.
what was I gonna say? People to pick, scrappy team, OG. Oh yeah, that's what I didn't think. I'm in Wings' barracks, but I tend to not like a lot of the Chinese or Korean Dota teams because I find it's very racist.
I'm just kidding.
Because I find it hard. They're so shut off.
Yeah.
Like I mean the
don't-
language
you don't
barrier doesn't
feel
help.
like
That
you
even when they joke,
personalise
yeah,
people,
exactly.
yeah.
Even when they joke, like if they joke around on Twitter or something, I don't understand what they're saying. But they have this like total focus about them, which makes me sort of go, oh, I can't feel like I can back you. But for some reason, with Wings, I'm kind of like, go guys.
Yeah, they're a bit like
They got zips
dorky
on the side
cute.
of their shirts.
Yeah, they're a bit dorky cute. Shapes Puller says, I think we can make the internet better. It's a matter of balancing being kind and cutting through the noise. Like a lot of people try being edgy to get recognized by a creator or personality. Everyone just know that if you try being edgy and crummy in here, I'll straight up ban you. I don't care. You won't get attention, you'll get banned and not talked to.
Sithcat, I know. Where's the Dota? Play the Dota.
Yeah, I know, I want the Dota!
At least they're in the They're in their cages.
they're in their cage.
They're about to start picking, and
Well,
that'll go on for
almost
30
there.
minutes.
Yeah, there isn't one dominant team every tournament. So.
Yeah, and so that's interesting because that's something that I've kind of wanted a bit. That I really liked EG, and then EG won the international, and I was really happy about that. And then they lost Frankfurt, and that's when OG won. And I wanted them to win because I did want the idea for there to be the best team, because it's so like how you play on the day, the meta, the patch, all that sort of thing. And so it means that getting behind someone is hard because you go, oh, you did so well last time, but it doesn't necessarily make you the best. It just means that you were the best on that day.
Yeah.
But arguably, that makes it better for the sport. I think that does make it better for the sport, but as a fan...
I would like a #1 for a little while, like...
I just wanted, like,
2,
one more
3 in a
tournament.
row,
I just
yeah.
wanted to be, like, the international, and then Frankfurt, and then Shanghai could have gone to anybody.
Yeah.
And who knows, it may have, because we never actually got to watch a single match. That's a little Shanghai joke for you.
It went to secret.
It did go to secret.
Thanks, Dad.
Do you want me to touch your junk again?
No.
Okay.
Oh!
Just let me know.
I don't know. Do you want to invest a bit of skin in, or?
Skin in the game is the expression, not invest a bit of skin in.
Edward Command says...
Next time you're at the poker table, I want you to put your cards in and just go, investing a bit of skin in the table in.
Edward Command says, have you guys ever wondered why GG is such a small, tight community? You have TV production quality as good as channels like Eurogamer that get much larger audiences on their web content.
We don't monetize our channels for starters.
Yep,
That shrinks our...
Yeah,
Spread.
because when you get monetized, they like to push your videos all over YouTube, because that means people watching them watch ads.
We don't invest any money in marketing because we have no money to invest in marketing.
Also,
We can't throw any skin in on that marketing.
see, this is working so
No
well.
skin in that game.
Also, I would argue that really Good Game has only existed as an
the
internet
internet, yeah.
format in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, the videos have been uploaded, but that wasn't... You
wasn't
didn't
pushed as
do
much,
web
no.
exclusive stuff
No.
and that sort of thing.
Oh,
so
we did do web exclusive stuff, but very, very...
sporadically, yeah.
Population is definitely a big difference as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're working on it. We're trying to get Pocket to be that thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it will be. I feel like in a few years, Pocket
Biscuit
will
budget,
be relatively
you're right.
big. Yeah, the biscuit budget.
If
This
only
is
we
the
had
biscuit
if we
budget.
had a biscuit budget, because it got canned as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people in the office every now and then, like, buy biscuits for the office.
They do.
That's true.
They're just putting their skin in
On the table.
biscuits.
On the lunch table.
The
to
skin
share.
on the biscuits that we eat.
Well,
But Darth
Monte
Burrito,
Carlos
Darth
did that,
Burrito,
like, yes.
Darth Burrito
Skin.
says, I'm glad we're a
I like
small
that.
community because that way we're a really friendly community. I think that you can be a big community and be friendly.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's the challenge. And that's something that, like, I would love. So,
Undead Priest, I know. I know they're the underdogs. They're up against Dendy. I love Dendy. Dendy's amazing. But OG.
Dendy's so fun.
OG. So good, OG. Gotta love
They are pretty good. They're great. I mean, it would be great if they played again.
I know.
Come on, guys.
Who do you reckon is winning the sitting in the chairs competition at the moment? Who's got the most skin in on the chairs at the moment?
Probably Purge.
Yeah?
Is that a fat joke?
Purge is really thin.
I know.
No, I just meant like
I just
who's
meant,
wearing
like, he's
pants
probably not
under the
wearing
desk
pants.
and who isn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'd all be wearing suits. There's no way they're not. It's all these idiots who turn up in shorts.
yeah.
That's the problem.
All those kids in flip-flops.
Yeah.
There's
Those
some-
guys as well.
Man, they were investing
That's some
some
skin.
skin in that. Oh,
That's some skin.
that's some skin. Maybe we should rename the show Skin In.
Skin in.
Skin In.
That would definitely get us cancelled.
Hello and welcome to Skin In.
What happened to
Skin
EG? EG lost Universe and Arteezy. Arteezy is not that bad. Because they swapped him out for Aoi for Arteezy. Then Arteezy and Universe left. They went to They went to Secret,
yeah.
and
And
Aoi
Stack
came
Scar.
back to
All a mess.
EG.
And
I see. Go back about an hour and find when Nick was talking about skin in the game.
The expression "skin in the game" to be invested in something usually
as
monetarily.
Nick just coined the term here. What's the date? June 2016.
June 2016.
Yeah.
Nick made a Wikipedia page backing up his claim.
I bet Icy
story.
knows exactly what I'm talking about.
True story.
All I want is Universe and Fear back on the same team. They'll
No,
want my
Universe
heart
is
forever.
dead to me, man. He's gone.
Yeah, Universe of Dead.
He's gone. He jumped on that Arteezy boat and he sailed.
He took that $6 million Echo
No
Slam.
love.
Fear forever though. Remember that scary day where we thought that Samael and Fear had also transferred off EG? That was bad for me.
Are you guys ever going to do a 24-hour charity stream like for ABC Mental Health Week?
Can I tell you something?
You can go. You go.
That was my plan. We got The Witcher early, and it was when we just first started live streaming, and I wanted to do something called the Twitcher, and we would for 24
That'd
hours
be
stream
cool.
The Witcher, do the first 24 hours of the game, and then the embargo came and we couldn't do it, and so we can. So that's a bit of a shitty story.
Also, the other problem about doing like a charity stream is because we're ABC, we can't just support like one charity.
Which is the stupidest thing
It's
ever.
like this, yeah. It's like it's to do with our editorial policies, so we can't like.
You can't support one charity.
We would have to support lots of
Every
different
hour
ones.
we would need to, which is fine. Which is
It
fine.
would just be a
but
lot more setup, a lot more difficult.
and a lot less help to the charities.
Yeah.
Because it's like you could help one charity really well,
Yeah.
or you could help a tiny bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could do one just for funsies, but I feel like that would be less. It would have less motivation.
Yeah, but the Twitcher.
The Twitcher would have been great.
I still want to do a 24-hour one. And we would do it for charity. And we would probably play a few games. Like, we'd start off with like 4 or 5 games of Dota, like Team Dota. Like, the
Yeah.
three of us, Pete, and we'll teach Sam. And then play a few other games, order some pizzas.
We'd also need
Yeah.
an amazing.
We need an amazing
net connection.
setup. We need an amazing setup that we don't have.
Yeah, there's no way we can.
Our problem with all that stuff is we have incredible internet, except half the ports are blocked for security reasons. So, and they're all the gaming ports. So,
Which is also why you don't see us play many multiplayer games on streams,
Yeah,
because
it's hard.
it's actually really hard to get onto a game multiplayer style. That's why we haven't done an
but
Overwatch
stream, we can do it on the Wi-Fi, but we can't stream with a decent enough quality. So it's like a catch-22.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it on your personal channel, Nick? Because I don't have NBN. We could go to John's place.
You could. I actually offered that last week.
He did. He
Did you?
offered, yeah,
And
to
they said no.
go do Overwatch there. That's
Oh.
when we did Hearthstone instead.
But I did just grab XSplit Gamecaster, so I might get back into some streaming of some sort.
Dota streaming?
Nah, Dark Souls
just,
runs.
Just Pocketeer streaming,
Dota
so
streaming?
whatever they're
Dota
playing.
streaming? Dota streaming?
No, not Dota. Not Dota.
Get Dota, come on, John.
No.
You're back, you're back.
No.
By the end of this week, you're so back.
John.
You're
No.
back so hard.
There's so much Overwatch to be played.
Drow got banned. Did Drow get banned? She did too.
Oh, we're actually in.
Lone Druid, Drow,
John.
Right,
Io,
missed it.
Beastmaster. I loving these. Oh no, Lycan was my top band. Beastmaster's getting a lot of that. Earth Spirit, Lifestealer.
I
Death
want to see
Prophet,
more Death
and-
Prophet, so I don't want to see a band. I'm
Really?
loving that Spirit Siphon.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Your Spirit Siphon's good. Yeah. Seeing so much Phoenix, which is great.
And I'd love to see Drow as well.
Crystal Maiden is one of my favorite characters. Whoever was talking about that earlier, so Crystal Maiden for OG. But I'm liking the Phoenix Mirana, like Phoenix Sunray with Mirana Stun is going to be good. And plus, Phoenix is just a beautiful character to look at
Yeah.
on screen. So flashy.
So dynamic
Yeah.
and
Just the other thing to Scratch, what you suggested is exactly what we do, but we have so many technical issues doing it that we don't do it.
What was the suggestion?
He was saying play it off one using, Wi-Fi or whatever like that,
Yeah.
and then connect it to the other computer, which is on the Ethernet, which is exactly what we do.
This all sounds like complaining. The problem with that is that because we make other content, we're not just streamers. If we were just streamers, then everything would be set up permanently for that and it would be fine. But every day, when we make Pocket and then we do the gameplay videos, we're using all the equipment that we use for streaming, we're using for these other things, and they're set up in different ways. So when we do get to live streaming, before we start live streaming, like we're panic setting up all the live stream stuff, plugging everything in, which sounds like it should be fine, but it's computers and nothing ever works when you just plug it in. Like everything goes wrong all the time. So yeah,
Yep.
but we're working our way around it. This is a pretty good setup for what we needed to do, considering we're streaming on ABC stuff, we're connected to Dota and other computers. I mean, it's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we got this working.
Yeah. I think like if we were to get it working, we could almost do it this way.
Plan is we just want an office. We want an office outside the building.
We would have to. You'd have to sacrifice a bit of quality in the little picture because we wouldn't be able to use the big camera, and we'd have a bit of.
We're not
trouble
using the
with-
big camera.
We're not using the big camera right now.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
You know, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean gameplay videos?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
We would have to do the thing we did at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
And people were like,
This
"Why
is
does
shit."
the quality look so bad?"
Yeah, this is shit. Go back to the old
It's
one.
like because
then
we
stop
set this
that.
expectation of making everything look as though it gets shot on the $6,000 camera.
Yeah, that's right. So really, what we're saying is it's your fault that you don't get the quality. That
Pretty
you
much
need.
everything is always the Pocketeer's fault, and I mean that with love. I'm very drunk right now. Where are the games?
Picks take a while. Ooh, Elder Titan. I'm liking OG's lineup.
Now, was it Elder Titan that had been like wasn't allowed in like the majors and TI and everything? Was it that one? Or was there another character? I'm sure there was a character that wasn't.
What, permaband?
Yeah. I'm
Not
sure
that
there
I'm
was.
aware of.
Really?
Unless he wasn't in Captain's Draft. Really?
But
I'm sure there was one.
But I thought they open it all up for
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
for
I thought
pro.
they didn't. I thought they didn't.
But maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Probably not T1.
TI. Oh, I did it again.
Oh wow.
Did it again.
Or maybe it was just Captain's mode. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
of.
think it was just Captain's Mode.
Yeah, right.
Because I reckon they open everything up. Elder Titan is great.
Earth Spirit was only recently.
You never
put
see
into
him,
Captain's
but-
Draft. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
What a cool.
But Earth Spirit
ability.
was
Earth Spirit
definitely
in-
around in like
Yeah, but just Captain's Draft.
right.
Like- in
Yeah,
the
maybe
game,
I'm
not
just
this.
getting my wires crossed. I don't have my skin in the right places. It's a shame.
Riki is
Well, I'll
in
check
as
that
well.
for you. No, we're fine.
Yeah, thank God you missed this time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did
Trust me. My reaction will be pretty priceless when we watch that back.
Was it excitement?
No,
Surprise?
it was
Fear?
Yeah, it was just what the are you doing?
Yeah, right.
basically.
Good stuff.
And-
I was actually just aiming. I didn't realize how close you were to the back of the lounge. You got length. He's got long testicles, is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe they're going for like having the axe kind of.
I'm sorry that Nick
in
exists,
a manner,
John.
and then have a general playing.
Ah.
have to go through this.
Hi.
We did see that
You
they
love
did
me.
do that approach in the group stages.
Just think of October. Oh my God.
But they needed something to set up this fight.
There's gonna be some touching. Nick, live stream is a Kickstarter for your scone business. Scott knows. You guys would eat my scones. Do you like scones? You would.
Yeah.
You would like all food. You're not
No,
particularly
I
picky.
don't like.
The Ricky pick is coming, they reckon. Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm not a fan of prawns.
They haven't picked the exact axe, but I feel like Richard Rod wants to play those like.
I thought we were still having a conversation about scones. I was like, good.
no,
just mean
no,
full
in
stop,
general.
yep.
yeah.
Beastmaster and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Void, just some things that are a little bit
Um,
out of the ordinary.
And I actually might be allergic to seafood.
Right.
Yeah.
Three main
I'm not sure.
heroes,
That's not
only one
ideal.
versus Medusa.
I don't really care. I don't eat that much seafood anyway, so sometimes I just roll the dice.
Yeah. That feels like a safe way to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just eat peanuts.
See what happens. Not dead yet.
Wow.
Nick, since this is basically a podcast, any chance of a proper hour-long podcast for Pocket? The GD one is great, but gonna... Wait, what? I'm gonna recreation from hurting anyone's feelings. Oh, like... Stop. Right.
Not what that word means.
Probably not, just because
Tinker.
just because we put out so much other content. Like these almost act as podcasts a bit. I feel like if we made a podcast, that's
Be
just
saying
way
the
too
same
much. That's
stuff.
way too much Pocket for people.
Apparently Dendy loves the Tinker, and he just got it.
He does.
Oh.
Did you see his last Tinker? Oh my god.
Ugh. Yes.
There were some Tinker plays.
Still interested while
Melby is
we're in
gonna make
this-
some scones after the stream.
in
Please
this view.
send some to the pocket.
I think it's just more visually interesting. You get all the information that the other one has, except for the band counters, except for the timers.
So it's less information.
Yeah, except that's not particularly relevant. And here it's just a bit more visually interesting. You see people talking and that sort of thing.
Oh,
Go mag.
Wow.
Have we seen this?
That's a touch interesting.
Like 115 heroes, I'm sure. Have we ever seen him?
Adam Reed, sorry, Adam. I know what Adam looks like.
Adam.
Adam Reed says, told you Tinker Phoenix combo. Adam called it, apparently.
Well, I didn't see you call it Adam, so
I'll take your word for it.
I'm not going to take your word for it.
Tobias, you're here because you're a wonderful person. Alice, thank you very much.
Tobias, is Butters your real last name?
I hope so.
I need to know.
Malini!
Yes.
Malini is the one on the left. He's the guy I also really like. He's very sweet.
Navi, the guys that won TI won, but have struggled to actually win any Valve events.
Yeah.
since that
He looks like my
point.
cousin.
You got OG, the major winners. They come
The brother-
The stream's a little louder sync.
Yeah, the stream is out of sync, yeah.
That's fine. I think it's been like that the whole time.
All right, you have OG. Well, let's go
But
find
we've
out.
been talking, so we haven't even noticed.
Yeah.
Malini's on AG.
It's OG. I can't wait for it.
I feel like maybe OG have a bit of the better lineup, except for Magnus. But
Well,
I
Magnus
like.
can do some damage.
Yeah, but I don't know on that combo.
Yeah.
But I'm still Team Navi. That Phoenix, Axe, and Tinker is very exciting to me. Plus
I
Mirana
think
in the right hands.
I would have gone OG, but that Tinker.
And that some fat Tinker plays.
So I don't know.
Especially like OG.
Looks like my cousin.
Yeah, that's why I have to favor OG in this match.
No, I said that Malini does look like my cousin.
Clarity popped
Oh,
out.
it does?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The brother of the cousin of mine that's a bodybuilder.
Ways to deal with a tinker.
So not a boy.
Not a boy.
That makes sense.
But I think OG's lineup. I don't know. I'm excited about this game.
Claire Louise, the question there, Captain's Mode, do they use that for TI? Or is it just,
Yeah, I think
it's almost
Captain's-
an all pick? So if he was added to Captain's Mode after 6.86, or in 6.86, then he wouldn't be available in TI if that's what they use.
I think
that makes
Captain's
sense.
Draft is what they use for all tournaments.
Right, okay, then yes, Earth Spirit, Elder Titan was banned.
I mean,
Sith Cat,
so
the
much
map
better.
is very beautiful. The problem with the map from a slight, almost cheater's perspective is you'll see on the lanes that these sort of like square designed trees easily show the paths that you can hide behind the trees in. And so it's like you can just really clearly see where you need to run to hide, whereas before it was a bit of like, I know that this is a spot I can hide in.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
There's too much now, I don't know what to look at.
I still kind of watch mid.
Yeah.
They can always push high ground early. They are known for pushing very early, 25, 20 minutes.
Jinx. Stay out of it.
I'm loving the CM pick.
Control. They can look for the open.
Yeah.
And Miracle and Dandy, they're just trading blows here in the mid, keeping Miracle as low as they possibly can.
Phoenix looks like he already has a skin. Like he looks like an Arcana
He's so
already.
pretty.
So shiny.
Yeah.
Critical times, Dandy, you're looking for his BT.
And I like how he chords and stuff.
Matter items. And Miracle, it's the blink dagger.
How long do you think it will be before Overwatch becomes an esport? Not very long at all.
I know it's a blink
I think.
Yeah.
I
It's
think-
already, I reckon.
Yeah.
There's
it's
already,
pretty
if
much
you go
already
to,
there.
if you go to masteroverwatch.com, there's already pro teams profiles and everything already there, ready to
People
go.
have kind of been gearing up for it to be an esport when it was still in beta.
When it was announced.
Yeah.
Reynard, who owns Tempo Storm, so they have some big Hearthstone teams, but also Heroes of the Storm and a couple of other games. There's drilling for some reason. I was watching his stream yesterday, and he was talking about how they definitely will get an Overwatch team.
I'm actually really excited about it.
Good Arcana, Sith Cat. Thank you very much for that lovely gift that I had to return to you, but then ended up buying myself. Do you have any Arcanas?
No. I have a birthday coming up though, so and I bought both of my sisters' Arcanas for
That's
their
right.
birthdays. So fingers crossed.
I'm disappointed that Shadow Fiend is not such a powerhouse
As it used to
in
be.
the
Yeah.
last couple of patches, because that Arcana is so sweet. But the one from the cache is pretty cool. Like his Shadow Fiend.
Oh yeah, I
His,
got
yeah,
that.
Shadow Fiend thing. Yeah, I got that.
Did you buy 13?
Yeah.
I like how
One
also-
little orange. Yeah, we should do that. Don't even know.
Oh yeah.
I like the Zeus Arcana as well. Arcanas are really fancy skins. They're $30 each, US. So they're like $50.
Jack James got an Arcana off the spin wheel. Techies.
Did you? Oh no.
Hey,
Oh,
no. If
Can't you
play,
trade it in?
No, if you play in pub I don't think you can.
Right.
If you play techies in like low MMR pub matches,
Yep.
he's super powerful because people are just dumb.
Yeah, that's true.
I ended a techies game like 16-4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because people just walk into my bombs all the time.
Yeah. Red Junks, I would say you could try playing it. Give the Pocketeers Dota Noob Night a chance. You don't have to like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I reckon you might have fun playing with people who also are learning, but also are teaching.
There's two keys to it. Don't get angry because you get killed. Don't get angry because you don't know what's going on, because most of the other time people won't know what's going on. And 3, don't get angry if you lose, because that's just part of the game.
Run!
Yeah! Oh yes. What a first
One more.
one more.
One more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good start.
gee. Oh yes.
Oh my good
Oh
grief!
yes. It is beautiful.
Disgusting.
Oh. That's interesting.
I want that sweet new Legion Commander
So do I.
skin
So
that's
do I.
in the...
I'm
that's in the
definitely
Battle
gonna
Pass.
buy the levels. if I
Yeah,
need to.
yeah, I will as well. I really like the Zeus Arcana as well, and someone mentioned it before. The Sven one in the new Treasure Cache was the first one I got. It's sick. It looks like an
Doesn't
Arcana.
look like Sven to me though.
No, it doesn't, and I think I like
And neither
that.
does the PA one.
The PA one, no, the PA one, yeah, the
Look-
PA one looks like,
Yeah.
it's like
When I first saw it, I
trendy
was
monk.
like, "Is that Drow?"
Yeah. But oh, I love that Sven one. I think it's so hot. I don't know why I said hot, but it did.
Hot for them
So-
blue muscles.
Hot for damn blue muscles.
Yeah, the Sven one is cool. I still really love the like Anubis Necrophos one. Have you seen
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
yep.
Such a cool set. Except I'm not good with it changing the like icon pictures. I always forget what my abilities are because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
What is it like working for GG Pocket and living in the shadow of a play store?
Aren't we just
Why are
all,
we living in
as
the shadow of
all
place?
Australians always in the shadow of place?
Yeah, I feel like Noni watches over us all and judges. Noni is my TV mum. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
good
God.
grief.
Oh, look at Magnus.
He just doesn't even
Taking it.
care. Hi Shane.
He's taking it.
This is.
This
I
is-
wouldn't. I would not mind seeing OG stomp them.
Look at their deep wards as well.
Yeah.
They have 3
They have
deep
a lot
aggressive
of
wards.
vision there.
So the 3 red dots in the lower half of the map, in the green area, the red dots are the opposite team's ward, so that gives them some vision there. Anywhere that's dark on the map, you
Claire
only have
lives
vision
next
around
to
your
Noni.
area.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Tell me more.
Oof.
Oh.
He's just getting zoned.
Yeah.
Snako in return is actually throwing down a sentry ward. Well, unfortunately for him, he won't find either of the observe wards. OGs have such great depth of vision at the moment. They see both Snako and Arkstar moving to the side. Another sentry ward from Snako.
Just imagine that as well. Like you can gank mid with confidence because you know no
Yeah.
one else is gonna turn up.
Yeah, the last move that they made in the mid was just very aggressive, and it was with really great execution. So he knew that they were very, very confident.
You know this game's cancer and all this. They're just sitting here.
Yeah. OG are currently winning, but it's still way too early to tell.
Yeah.
Made a good
How's
start.
how's the audio as well? Like I want to make sure that you guys can hear it enough, but you can also hear us. Bleed blue is that's a phrase for EG. So evil geniuses, their color is blue, so you bleed blue means you're a fan of evil geniuses.
Dendy is alone thanks to those 2 observer ones. These 2 supports have set behind blue for the last Dendy's dead. Dendy is actually dead. Omni slash to go. Fallout with his
No.
spin. There's no way through.
No.
Holy
Oh.
crap.
Dandy, that's 3.
Okay, with the sunray and the damage from the tower, Miracle's
Oh my good
oh,
grief.
okay.
Okay,
Oh.
yes, now we're talking.
Oof.
Some feet on that axe. I'm not sure they're
Going,
gonna
they're gonna dive.
They're gonna dive. Look at them go.
Yes.
Paid off.
Well done. Oh my god, Axe has a blink at 7 minutes. And he
It's
has
like
tranquils.
watching a completely different game.
I know.
Like
Blink, I get Blink at like
25.
20 minutes, like once I've got boots and a couple of like deaths and
Yeah.
a magic stick. Ugh.
And I know that it's possible because they're playing the exact same game. Everything else is the same, but I'm just like, how? How do you
Yeah.
do it?
Well, you look at their last hits, and I was
Even
watching
when
a last hit, and it was like you had more last hits in 3 minutes than I have in 20, and that's
No,
why
my
you have
last
so many
hit's not
items.
bad.
No, I'm saying me, like
Yeah, no,
watching
no.
them. Oh, right, you're saying your last hit is
Yeah.
not bad.
So I don't know where they're getting the extra farm from. Like I don't.
They make efficient use of camps.
Yeah, but like
Stack
okay,
things.
their last hits. Void's last hits was at like 31, which
Yeah.
is really, really high.
Yeah.
But somebody else was on like 15, and I'd be like, yeah, I'd definitely be on 15 by that.
Yeah, you'd be on 15, yeah, but they're probably as 15 as a support.
I don't remember who it was.
Dendy was on 28-15 at about 4 minutes in the game.
That's insane.
That's like killing every single creep near him.
Yeah.
His and theirs. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, Sith Cat. That's why watching pro esports is so awesome. That they are playing the same game, but they're just playing it on such a level that you go, "This
It's
is
not the same
yeah,
game.
this is
It's like
just
watching
so
any
different.
sport at a pro,
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
pro level.
Yeah.
It's like car racing, where you go, "Oh yeah, I drive a car every day."
It's not
Motorbikes
the
is the
same.
best. Motorbikes are amazing.
Well, they do things that I feel like physics don't allow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet. Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh my good grief.
oh, oh. Oh,
That is
miracle.
savage! Oh my goodness! Okay, so there, Magnus, guy with the big hammer, he charged in, like pushed Dendy, the guy that plays Tinker, near the big phoenix bird, then used another ability to suck them both together so that they're really close, so that all the other abilities can deal damage to them. That's insane. That's just rude. And that's why Magnus.
And that's why Magnus.
Coming out from the Magnus, he finds Dendy as well as Seneko. So not just taking the main prize, taking the consolation. Attempted denial won't work, and OG with 5 heroes secure that tier 1 tower in mid.
Yeah, Tinker's a super efficient farmer because of his little monsters.
Mirroring the enchantments
Little
and
robots.
the early game setting of those wards just so that 9-minute RP would connect.
Luke Rapson says I just put my hands over my mouth just because Nick and Rad did.
He has to wait.
I didn't even realize that I did that.
Thanks to the good arrow from General. Skill getting back out of the river and away from that double damage rune. They don't really have a good way to prevent the RP from going off into a fight. They had to jump on him with an axe. This feels like bait again.
Little
This
monsters.
time they put Dendy hanging out. You moved Iran and Seneko onto the cover of smoke just behind that tier 1 tower. They're hoping for a target. The ET is probably going to be the only one they can go on. But they have to understand too, the OG support can arrive quickly, and you have to keep in mind that Chronosphere from Moon. This can shut down Navi's aggression very, very quickly. Whoop. Have ourselves a moment. So far OG...
Oh my god, the game.
Like apart from the small little mishap on bottom lane, they seem to be in pretty good control of this game.
Yeah, fine.
We're going to try
Good.
again, so restart, let's go.
50 ping, good to know that my ping's good in comparison to the Manila Mages.
50 ping, man, that's lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lagging.
Mate, anything over 6 ping is lag.
I average, on my ADSL2, I get 18. I tap out at 18 unless I start watching Netflix or Hulu and then it jumps up to about 200 and that's no good. That's when I switch to tethering my Dota to my phone.
Do you ever do that?
Yeah, all the time.
So he keeps the risk
Uses about 80 megabytes a game.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Just seriously remember to untap. Because then it's like watch Dota, play a couple of games of Dota, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I might watch a couple of live streams while like I download, you know, the new Game of Thrones that I bought on iTunes.
Now OG moving in for the next objective. General. Quick leap away.
Good times.
Putting some skin in that. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, everyone, that I scared you. But John scared me.
All I said was that the game was paused. That is not scare-worthy.
You said it very loudly.
Really? You think that was loud? Oh,
Oh, no.
lordy lord.
I'm a bit jumpy.
So right now, Darth Burrito wants a bit of commentary for those of us who have no idea what's going on. So right now, OG, the baddies,
Red team.
red team,
The best team.
Just because you're going for Navi doesn't mean you get to call OG baddies.
they push the bottom tower, so they just destroyed the bottom tower, which means objective 1 down. That they push the next level. They're going for tower 2. They're going to keep the pressure up there, but because they're all down there, Navi know that it's safe to go up top at least now, so they're going to probably try and push out top tower.
But OG are making a
trade.
move, moving to mid.
AG gearing for a team fight. It's just where.
They really only have one good way of initiation, though, which is a blink axe, which is easily
Look
countered.
how spread now.
Nick, should you wait for your
Yeah.
creeps before you advance, or just go attack? You need your creeps until right at the end of the game where you're so tanky. You need your creeps near the towers that you're attacking because they have it's called backdoor protection, which is pretty much, it means that they regenerate health. The towers regenerate health really quickly unless there's an enemy creep near it, to stopping you to just going to any of the towers and just
I
destroying
thought it
them.
wasn't that it regenerates, I thought it just gets max, like an armor boost.
Maybe it is an armor boost.
Yeah.
No, it regenerates.
Does it?
Yeah, because you can hammer it and it doesn't actually ever go down. You
Right.
can you
Oh,
can
yeah,
be
it's like
doing damage,
flicks.
but it just
Yeah.
hovers. Yeah, so you do want creeps near you. Team fights less so. It's not as important, but they're still useful to draw aggro and do all that sort of stuff.
Generally, also at pro level, it's a lot different, but at like R level, generally until late game, you always want creeps near you.
Yeah, and that when creeps are attacking a tower, you can attack a tower as long as you don't attack an enemy hero underneath their tower. Then the tower won't hit you until the last creep is dead. But then, as soon as you start attacking an enemy hero, the tower will focus on you.
This combined with Marge and Rocket, I think OG should definitely be eyeing a pipe at some point. But it looks like going more offensive, faces Void going for the Blast. We see perhaps a Veil coming out on the Elder
So right now, they're all just pushing different lanes.
Group up, make sure your team fight.
But as Navi start to push up on this bottom tower, OG will more than likely respond.
Try to be mopped up here by Navi. Miracle waiting in the trees for anyone from Navi to come.
Careful.
There's a couple of pings coming out at the moment.
Easy does it. Got him.
They're okay with this right now until
No.
Ah, there it is.
What a trap.
Phoenix just showing off.
OG get the better trade-off. They took the tier 1 tower.
I mean, one of the other important things keeping in mind here so Crystal Maiden, who is the on OG, she's the first character there on the list. She's a support character. Phoenix is also a support
my
character,
good
so
grief,
the
those
shiny bird.
crits.
It's more important to kill, it's a bigger impact kill if you kill an enemy carry, which are like Axe, the big heavy hitters. And so if your support dies, it's less worrisome to you than your big carry dying like Axe. So Axe dying there is a bigger kill than, say, if Krista Maiden had died on the other
But
team.
usually in a team fight, you should focus on the supports.
You want to
first.
focus on supports first in team fight because supports have a lot of disables and stuff. So my job in a team fight, Rad dives in and I start disabling and freezing and stunning and sort of debuffing as many characters as I can, whoever she's focusing on, so that she can beat them up as
Be the
quickly as
hero.
possible. And people try to then focus on me, but I have a few items that I can hide and get away with, and generally
Or
I'm
you
hoping...
just take it on the chin.
Or I just take it on the chin, or I'm hoping that Rad is dealing so much damage that they panic and try to attack you, or
Yeah.
just run away.
Yeah.
Or ideally die.
Ideally die.
I know I was talking about during the draft space, if you had something like a Bane, for example, that can combo with that Piranha, you get the lockdowns, you get the kickoff, then you go back to farming, you make
Rad
work
equals
deal
hero.
on the map for OG to walk
Truth.
around, so
I
that
didn't
they
mean that,
can
yeah.
have space, but right now, like, how much of a
Hi,
presence
Nathan,
has
43.
Rad really had? Like, he blinks in, and OG's like, fine, we'll blink and we'll skewer you back in deeper, so no one can really help you. The Phoenix Sun Rain, ever since that first moment where it's like, oh, maybe this
Yeah,
will find
you
a kill on
should
Miracle,
not
you
panic
get
and
back to
attack
that
the
moment,
tank.
it's been the same kind of
But it can be hard to remember because often in your head you're just like, that guy's the biggest threat, so that's who I want to kill.
He's the only threat right now.
I'm worried about Navi. I just feel like between...
There. But,
I mean, Magnus,
when Tinker
CM...
gets big...
Yeah, when Tinker gets big, but it's like... I mean, and Axe gets big as well, but Axe, like... I don't know, you get off one good thingy.
Berserker's cool.
No, not as Axe. As thingy, purple dude. Why can't I remember anything? Void, when you get off...
Chrono.
Good Chronosphere. Chrono, the Magnus ulti, CM ulti. I feel like
Yeah, that's
the
huge.
Axe ulti.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Jug. No, this one.
The thing.
All of these,
This one.
That thing.
is what's going to win OG the game.
This is my trademark hand.
Yeah. Amateurish critique indeed. The
Well,
When he did
welcome.
the-
When this...
he did the
The purple
So,
guy.
okay, right now... Oh, who got Aegis? Jug.
Ooh.
Aggressive.
Yes.
Wasted dunk.
Yes.
He'll be back, though.
So the cool thing about Phoenix's ability as well, so that big sunbeam that is it a he? I think it's a he. Shoots out huge.
Look at that lag.
Is it damages enemies, but it heals friendly characters.
Oh, Jug.
So OG, they take Roshan, but then Aegis
Not
do
too bad.
not survive
Not
long.
terrible.
Miracle hoping for a 2-man RP there. Phoenix really quick with the dive. And they just
Do you guys do esport viewings with other events, or did this just start out? This just started, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
this is the first one we've ever
yeah,
done.
we're just testing this as being a thing that people would like to watch.
Do something new.
If you really like it, we could do it again on Thursday.
at least on the top of the network. 3 euros with good momentum. 6.8
Nah.
to 6.3k.
That's good though.
Between the Tinker Axe as well as the Mirana.
Phoenix is actually a female.
They need to have more
I would say Phoenix is kind of androgynous because it's a bird that doesn't say anything. It's just
Absolutely, but I thought there was law that said it was a man, but or a male bird. But apparently, if it's female, then it's female. She's female. Why isn't Hingers, your resident esport expert, watching this with you guys? Hingers isn't here.
It's feeding.
He's on the feed, but also Hingers is not here. I think that's a bit of a misconception about Good Game a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Is that most of the people you see on screen are in the office most of the time.
They're not.
Gus and I are the only two who are always in the office, like on screen, constant on screen people.
And he's only in the morning,
It definitely goes to show
except
that
on stream days.
Andy is not
So sometimes, some days I don't even see you.
No.
Like some weeks.
I come in, you come in a bit later.
Yeah.
You're just faced the wrong way when I'm like, see ya.
You never say bye. You
I
just
say
walk-
oh, sometimes
No, you don't.
sometimes I do walk out because
You're
I,
just
I don't like to walk out and go goodbye everybody at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
But I like to say bye.
Oh well, I'll start
wanna-
doing that. It's
I
more
like
I don't
getting
want to make
waved
people
at.
to feel bad.
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
You've done your job.
Yeah, that's true.
I like getting waved at too.
just to come and close the
Yeah.
gap.
Yeah. So, but the point is, Hing isn't here. If he was, he would. Yeah, he'd watch this. He's not a huge Dota guy, but
He's
he
not a
does
huge
like
Dota
he does
guy.
like the
He does like-
esports. Surprisingly.
OG feeling a little bit of pressure. I think with the way that Roshan fight though went
So
down,
Phoenix
that
is
OG
actually
just wanna take a lead.
a collapsed
Otherwise, we will see
star.
like a scepter build.
Phoenix is a collapsed star.
That is the way, like, OG does
But
it.
what gender was the star?
It says here the voice is himself, but I feel like that's incorrect.
That's just like poorly worded.
Because it says, thus this infant son of suns took terrestrial form, eagerly travelling to shine its warmth.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead
It's
of
an
its
Eagerly-
it.
warmth or her warmth.
Eagerly traveling
Quite
or
right.
Phoenixly traveling
Eagerly.
or Phoenixly.
You can stop now.
Eagerly.
You almost have to force OG
Get your skin out of that, right? That's not a good joke.
Skins all the way in.
Can't really force that much.
Who's calling you Manning to?
Hero K says, I had the pleasure of meeting Hingers at Barcraft last November for the StarCraft 2 Global Finals. Chatted with him for a couple of hours and enjoyed some good StarCraft. Good to know.
Oh, Chrono!
That's a good chrono.
It's happening.
Really tanky finally.
Yep.
The others are free.
That did not
It's
take long.
Fly who takes the kill.
11-5.
Yeah, a few more heroes going for the late game.
Yeah, but... I mean, No Tail's tearing it up as Jug.
Another mana item as opposed to.
But I mean, apart from that, net worth's fairly evenly spread.
Yeah.
What is the
But,
benefit when you look at it?
OG have taken all tier 1s as well.
Yeah,
A lot of people
that's
want
a
just like
big
mana
advantage.
items, so you get one more. Ooh.
Who's that? Who's the cheeky? It's Jug down in rating.
He's gonna help
Why'd
out.
you?
Jumping forward with the
Go,
smash.
go, go!
I think he knows
I don't think they can
No.
come back from.
No,
Oh!
no,
Oh!
no, no,
Time walk!
no.
Oh!
Hey, Magnus.
to ensure the kill.
Mind you,
But this is still
MVP were in a worse position than this and came back and won.
That is true.
Very true.
Mind you, I don't know if Navi will be that stupid.
Aiden, no, we don't know anything about that. Chrono is the big dome purple thing that you'll see the purple guy drop, and that's his ultimate ability, and it basically freezes time in that space. So anyone caught in it can't move, except for him. So he's just free to run around and like hit people.
Which makes Faceless one of those characters that is like, if you can play it well, really great, but he can really piss off your team if he sucks. Like if the person playing it is not good, they'll just throw down a chrono and freeze you while you're on their team, and you just go, well, this is all useless.
Yep. It also has a fairly long cooldown, so it can be absolutely wasted.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have any other abilities.
He's got that phase thing. That's pretty helpful. It's like a built-in blink.
Yeah, it's only okay.
It is. That's true. It is only okay.
His other things are like causes him to deal bash damage, which again is only okay, and his avoid damage.
Except it's one of those things where he gets picked a lot by pros now.
Yeah.
Like with this patch. So you go, he's a really good character
If you know how to play.
if your positioning is great.
Yeah. Yeah, he is
like,
very.
'cause the
See, look, he just caught a bunch of them.
Well. Oh no! Oh no! It's a total
okay.
turnaround.
Medium okay. No. Yeah, good.
Oh no!
Zeus ult.
Zeus ult.
That was a good blink out from Deadly though.
Yeah, like Dota, the characters that you want to play in Dota when you start out are characters who are either tanky or have really good abilities.
Yeah.
And the characters you want to play when you are a pro are just ones who can hit hard, like pretty much, and
have
like,
good positioning
and have good
and stuff.
positioning because you can play so well that you don't need all these fancy abilities all the time. That was a terrible, terrible team fight
Yeah.
for Navi.
Will you guys cast all games? No.
Because it's on for like 12 hours a day for the next 4 days. 5 days.
I both love and hate that.
And all they can
Yeah.
do is do this. It's almost prolonging.
Poor Dundee.
Because it's not an ability yet.
Dundee.
Split push, OG's forced to come back. They're forced to go back into this heavy farming.
Shannon, I don't usually add people that I don't know. Sorry. But you can talk to me on Twitter. I'm fine about talking to people on Twitter.
See the difference. I think Tigger really
Look at that defeated face. Look at that defeated Ukrainian face.
It's not moving.
You aren't going to be able to channel rearm into a blink out.
How do you learn new characters if you need to spend 30 minutes in a game with them? You can play bot matches. Or you can demo heroes, but I think bot matches are better.
Bot matches are good, and generally I watch, like, I really like watching Purge play, because I feel like he explains things really well. So just watch people on YouTube, like Purge is the guy that I watch a lot of the time. I watch a game with him where he talks out all the abilities and stuff, and so by the end of the game, you have an understanding of what the hero can do, play a bot match or two, and then take it out and take it for a test ride. That was a very bad blink.
It's just hanging out.
OG didn't see it. And he'll just keep safety. The rest of
Navi are just completely like running scared.
Oh no, that was a very good blink. I didn't see. Oh, I thought he was...
You thought he was aggressive?
Yeah.
No.
He was hiding.
Yeah, I always forget that it's a lot more obvious on this map as well. I always forget that you can chuck wards up on those like outer walls.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
You would never really do in a pub match because people don't like hide in the jungle that much.
Yeah.
They tend to run down paths,
Better program.
but it's much more important. Yeah.
If you really want to learn Dota, just jump on the Pocketeers Discord.
Yeah.
Because there is usually like 20 people at any given time playing.
And of all different skill levels.
Yeah, and always willing to just jump into a game with you or 5v5 or whatever you want to do. It's pretty handy. I'm tempted to get back into it.
Yes, John.
But not with you guys, because you guys are too good.
We're really not.
Yeah,
We're like scrub level MMR.
yeah, well maybe I'm too good then.
Yeah,
You're
maybe.
really not.
Until we go to Dota Buff and we look at the win percentage rates, and it's like, it's nice. It's good, buddy.
Win percentage.
Win percentage doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean
because
anything. It's supposed to be around 50.
It's not your fault if you get into a team with scrubs.
We're not fighters. We're all friends here. We were just saying, come play with us. I knew you would get back into it. How can you, the competitive side of you, cannot watch this for a week and then not want to play it?
No one
It's
has
true.
it.
It's true. I was playing before we streamed. I was in a bot game,
If you're leaping and also
which I quickly left because I died straight away.
true side anyway. There's no Beastmaster, there's no Night Stalker in this game.
You're
There's
good
a,
at being
few,
careful,
there's a
though.
few Pocketeers that I play with, and they're good. Like, it's the, like, no offense to the people who aren't good, but when you find people who are of your skill level or better,
Yeah.
then it makes it more fun to play with.
Absolutely.
Not that like I wouldn't participate in noob nights or anything, but like you do want to be playing with people around your level because otherwise you don't learn.
Yeah.
Like you don't learn if you're not playing with people who are better than you. You don't learn. And there's I've got a couple of people on my friends list who I've met through Pocketeers Facebook and stuff who are really great players who I play with, and I learn a bunch from them, which is really great.
Absolutely. I love learning from people, and it's frustrating if someone is too far below your skill level because you just see all the mistakes they make and you're like, oh, please don't do that.
Yeah, but when you're not like enough to be able to just ensure
fix
that we
it,
win, yeah.
You're enough to know that it shouldn't be done, but not enough to fix it.
Yeah.
But there's always more to learn. And if you play with nice people, if you play with fun people, then
That
it doesn't really matter whether you win.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you just enjoy the game.
This is not. Oh, who's up top? Marana.
She's got some push on her.
And she's all alone. Like they're not there.
Ooh. I have a 53% win rate, you have a 52, apparently.
Oh no. Oh no. Because John's played like 100 games.
No, I've had 110
10
wins.
wins. But only
No, I
10
know, but I'm
commands.
saying like.
So that means I've had at least 205 games total.
Right, yeah. So then I've had like 500 or something.
Yeah.
Andrew B said, when you have an experienced shot caller, Dota is a whole different game. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
I've got some friends from high school, actually, who have put, like, 2,000-3,000 hours into Dota.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're incredible, and they see stuff that I don't.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll, like, I'll play with them, and they'll just call shots. They'll be like, we should really smoke and, like, go this direction, and because we can get whoever. And I'm like, I never really use smoke, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, if you think so. And like I'm really good when someone else is calling the shots. I'm good at just focusing on what like I'm doing
Yeah.
and doing what's in this screen. I look at the minimap and stuff, but I'm not good at going, this is the play we need to make now.
Yeah.
So when I have someone doing that for me, it's just like,
Yeah.
so we would like do that and we got like 5 pickoffs
Yeah.
in a matter of minutes.
I haven't played with her for a while, but I play with Trap Shorty a lot, who's one of the Pocketeers, and she's great at that.
She's really good,
She's so
except she
good.
tilts so hard.
She tilts
She
and then
tilts.
she gets really
she gets
angry.
so flamey. It's insane.
Pete and his mates that he plays with,
Yeah.
they just laugh. They literally laugh the whole time they play.
They're angry though inside. They're
No,
all
no,
like
no.
Pete. They're all like Pete.
Yeah, maybe. But one of his mates is phenomenally good.
Yeah. Boomer.
Boma, yeah. And,
Boma.
And he's got another mate, Nate, who's
Yeah.
like spectacular.
Yeah.
But they just sit there and giggle.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they're
even if they
playing-
lose, they just giggle.
Yeah.
And
quite
those guys have like thousands of hours.
Yeah, it's great.
Like,
But
I think Bowman
but that's
has,
the
like,
way to
4,000
play
hours or
games.
something.
Like, there's no. If you're not playing in a professional level, there's no point being all
Yeah.
antsy and
Yeah,
crabby.
totally.
Because you're just there for fun.
You just that. Yeah, exactly. It's like
And when you find
I
that
jump
group of
into
people,
Dota
yeah.
to have a good time, to enjoy myself.
And when you find that group of people that just enjoy the game because they're having fun, it just
Yeah.
makes the experience so much more enjoyable for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't play with you, Nick. You get too angry.
I don't get angry at all.
Yeah, then you punch me. Yeah, just like you did this other.
This is where Icy's like, why are you guys so mean to John? And I'm like, you should hear what he says to This is what I'm talking about, Icy. This is why I have to
Who
touch
touched
his
who?
long testicles.
Yeah, who touched who today? Yeah, that's
They're
right.
long, because it's not even a long sack. It's like the individual ball is really long.
It's amazing. I can't wait to see the Photoshop of these.
Thing of the day. It's just 2 long testicles.
Yeah, it won't get to wear.
Yeah.
No. I have good map awareness, but I don't necessarily have good decision making as to what next objective we should take or what team fight we should be looking for. It's like it's a very different thing.
This is brutal.
But I'm good at knowing where I shouldn't be.
This is brutal.
Bye, Navi.
Yeah.
No, well, he does have the buyback available. Like, spending it at this point.
So this is a best of 3, and then losers go to the losers bracket, and then they go into a best of 1, and you go through that whole thing with the potential of being kicked out. And then if you win the losers bracket, then you get into the finals.
I really like the new Enchantress Immortal.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, Phoenix shouldn't have moved that sun ray.
The axe is already brought back. So OG, they got him through the tower. The bottom
What a stomp.
They rinse and repeat.
This
The Immortal will be gone shortly.
Somebody said it earlier though. They just got outdrafted.
So
massively.
outdrafted, yeah.
Best way that they have to kill the healing orb.
I was holding on hope that Tinker would get fat.
Yeah, but he needs to
But
get
it was
fat.
kind of like way too much
Yeah.
on the Tinker's back. And there's not enough
Okay,
around
come
to-
on.
Ooh, nah.
No.
Savage. There's not enough around to leave the space for Tinker to get fat
Axe
and
is
split
dead.
push.
Axe bought back as well, so that
No,
is...
Tinker bought back.
No, he bought back before.
Oh, did he?
So his buyback's on
Oh.
his on cooldown.
They
Savage.
force more expenditure from Na'Vi. They back out. They buy out more stuff. There's a full pipe.
See, Luke, thanks for hanging out.
This is a slow, painful death for Na'Vi. And OG not making any mistakes.
Seems like OG just know exactly how to draft versus them. If it's not the CM in the jug, it's like Dazzle +1, and just having this constant.
Just
sustained-
call it, Navi.
so they
You're
never have
embarrassing
to back off.
yourselves now.
Sitting outside Navi's base for like 5 to 10
Smack bang in the
minutes.
middle of OG.
That's the thing,
Oh.
right? Like you
Oh.
you don't want to give up on a game of Dota because you can turn it around.
Yeah.
But also in this sort of scene, at some point, if you know you can't win, it's probably better for your health to just call it so you're not dragging it out. And there it is.
Yeah.
Game is called. Oh no, Navi. Oh, brutal. Even though I do really like OG. Okay, well that is a perfect end. Well, not a perfect game for them at all, but it's a good time for us to wrap up our stream. Perfect. John's very happy.
Classic OG.
And I'm happy. I would be very happy to see OG win this whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, like I don't think they will, but like I
Oh,
like
yeah,
them.
you just-
like
you
I
like-
go,
yeah,
yeah, they're cool
yeah,
guys.
for
Like
sure.
if it gets to a final of OG versus Secret or something, I'm all
I
OG.
don't think Secret will get to the final.
If it went OG versus Wings,
Yeah, I could see that them getting to the final.
I would just be happy to see two teams fight.
Your heart would be torn in two.
Yeah, although I think in that scenario, I think I would go OG because I would go. I
Really?
have more affection for them than I do Wings.
Right.
Yeah,
What about Wings versus Navi?
I'd have to go Navi, even though it will not happen. But then that's
So
what
it-
we said
so it
about
goes,
EG.
So it goes like Navi, OG, Wings.
Yeah, but then it goes Wings in terms of who I think it could be. Wings, newbie, above
right.
all those guys, but like who I want to win. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope this was fun for you. A little educational if you didn't know anything about it. Not too painful if you did know things about it. And really, like, it was your choice to be here. You could have watched this by yourself without us talking. Thank you very much for hanging. Go enjoy the rest of the games. Pocket will be up now. Go subscribe to our new YouTube channel. I'm sure all of you who are watching already have. But we got some good subscriptions going on there. Very encouraging to see that people are transitioning over as they could be. But I think everyone's doing well. And what else do I have to say? Good games on tonight, and that's about it.
Come in, Pete.
All right, say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye, Pete.
We'll be back on Thursday. Pocket will be on tonight.
Pocket. Good game is at 8:20 tonight.
Yeah,
Not
8:20.
8:30.
8:20.
8:20. Same things. And I'm doing well played this week, so watch it.
Goodbye.
Bye.